more like witchcraft spell. So the way this works, whenever if somebody asks you to do a math
where it has the rolls.
Okay.
We are getting some Ghostbusters stuff situated. We're kind of coming in super early today. It's more instead of 6-ish, it's like 6. But you know, so we're having Raconteur Reserves night tonight. We're going to Ghostbusters with some new folks here. You might notice we got Anastasia sitting there, and Cliff and Doug will be showing up at some point, hopefully.
Yeah.
Shortly. At the moment, Dale is helping Cliff with the character, so we're going to hand it off to Dale and let him explain a little bit and then get back to that while I figure out what's going on with this computer over here.
Okay. Well, for you at home, if you haven't followed us before, shame on you. But we are playing Ghostbusters, the role-playing game. Ghostbusters International is this version.
And we're glad you're here.
It is based on, obviously, Ghostbusters, and it is played completely for humor. Think of the movies, but more like the real Ghostbusters cartoon as well. It's got a lot of slapstick, a lot of humor, silly situations, silly characters, but that's fine. It's all a blast. We'll get into the mechanics as we play tonight. But right now, Cliff is making his character. The Ghostbusters characters are super simple to create. You can go on a website called Nerdy Show. They actually have like the how to play and all that. Yes, sir.
I have to take my zip ties. It's a night already.
Okay.
I must leave.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Bye, Mike. Thanks
Mike.
for getting
All
everything
you have
out.
to do is hit stop streaming, stop recording.
Gotcha.
Okay. Doug, you both know hopefully what to do. If not, I will be back in an hour or so.
Okay.
Adios.
See ya.
Adios. Maybe
We
in
actually-
the future we can get going.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.
6 o'clock.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
All right.
Actually, starting the Twitch and Facebook at 6 o'clock. Like, oh,
Stranger Things.
It helped that he came over last night and got everything situated.
yeah. See,
Okay, so Ghostbusters is a really simple game to learn. It's a great game to start with if you've never role-played. It's super easy. So your characters have 4 traits: brains, muscles, moves, and cool. And you get 12 points to put in those traits. Cliff has already done that. So for each trait, you get a talent, which is something you're really good at. So for instance, Cliff has brains, and his talent was occult.
Correct.
So when you allot your points, he has a brains of 3, you said?
4.
4.
Yep.
So he's a very smart individual. 2 is kind of like an average person. So when he rolls his talent, he adds 3 to that score. So it's 7. Now the way what that means is when we go to roll your dice, if I ask you to do a math question, it's just your brains.
Okay.
So you're going to roll 4 dice. One of them has to be like ghost die. So it's a 6-sider, and the 6 is your ghost. So make sure you have a different 6-sider for that. All right. When you roll something that relates to a cult, that's your talent. So instead of rolling 4 dice, you're going to roll 7 dice.
Okay.
So you're much more knowledgeable about that, or better at that particular thing. So that's how this works.
3 extra on top of whatever your base is.
Very nice.
I think
Okay.
the dog has arrived.
Is that Doug? Sounds like Doug.
Doug!
And we'll stop there so Doug can get settled and make his character along with you.
All right.
Here's some example talents for you. Arm wrestle, brawl, box, break things, carry, climb, gobble food, grapple, hold breath, intimidate, jump, kick, lift, rip things open, withstand pain, wrestle alligators, wrestle men, wrestle calves, and yank. Or anything you can think of.
I'm going to take the hold breath. I like
Hold
that.
breath?
Yes.
Hi, Mom.
You never know.
Hey, Mom.
Hey, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
She was the first one in.
Yeah.
Woo!
Okay.
And even Michael caught and said hi.
All right, moves is next.
Moves, that is a 3.
Okay. So here's some moves talents. Attract attention. Balance. Breakdance. Catch. Dodge. Drive. Fire weapon.
There we go.
Hide. Jump. Make music. Pickpocket. Ride horses. Run. Ski. Sleight of hand. Sneak. Swim. And throw.
Hardcore.
What about moving or just remaining incredibly still?
You brought Twinkies. Nice.
Of course I brought cookies.
Holding still.
Yes.
That'd be a moves thing.
Holding still.
Yes.
Building still is another thing.
Well, you know, if
Not
you
sure
lived in
how
New
I'll
York,
come
you
into
go-
this.
Perfectly hold still.
One of those statuettes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what you were before you were a Ghostbuster. Okay. And cool.
Help yourself. That's what I brought them.
Bill won't be here until around 5:15, so everybody knows.
Yeah, just so you know.
Who?
Oh,
Cool is another
Updating the
3.
chat.
Okay. So here are your cool moves. Cool is a measure of your how attractive you are, how well you pull things off. You know, if you
I already
trip
get
and
that.
like, I don't know, I'm good. So you have act, bargain, bluff, borrow, browbeat, charm, con, fast talk, gossip, lie, orate, play poker, play stock market, raise children, and seduce. Those are some good ideas.
Bluff. I'm going to take bluff on that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So whatever your trait is, just add 3 to that, and that's your talent score. And one of the last and probably the most important character aspects is your goal. So on your character sheets, down right about under your description, you have goal. Now here are some examples. The 4 Ghostbusters have wealth, which is Winston. He just wanted a steady paycheck. That's all he wanted. Fame. That would probably be more like Louis Sully. Wants to be famous. You want to be known for something. Soul is science. You'd be like Egon. You're just in it for science. Serving,
science.
Serving humanity would be more like Ray. Just trying to help things out and nice guy. And then Peter Venkman would be sex. That's his goal.
No.
Yeah. So your goal can be whatever. Like my character, his goal is helping people and spirits. I think Rob, your character, wants to capture Bigfoot.
My other character.
Yeah, your other character wants to capture
Jackrabbit.
Bigfoot.
Yeah. You want his little catch Bigfoot.
Mike's character Bubba wants to prove that Elvis is real. What is yours, Serling?
you still got my cheat, yes?
Oh yeah, I do. You want that?
It would help.
Okay, it could come in handy. Okay, there you go.
And Pertwee is getting rid of dangerous spirits. He is the penultimate exorcist scientist spirit hunter.
Yeah. So your goal, think about that. Whatever it is, because the way your goal comes into play, you'll notice down on the bottom you have brownie points. Your character sheet. Okay. I believe everybody starts with 20. Yeah. So you're going to start with 20 brownie points. Brownie points are kind of like points you can spend during the game to get you out of trouble. For every brownie point you spend, you get to add another D6 to your roll.
Okay.
So if you fail and fail miserably, you can also spend brownie points to get out of it. But you have to spend your brownie points. I'll tell you how many you need to spend, and you have to tell us in an entertaining way what happens. And if everybody's like, that was pretty cool, yeah, okay, good, you can get brownie points back. At the end of the module, if you accomplish your goal during this module, you'll get extra brownie points back. So if your goal is sex and you actually go on a date, whether you have sex or not, if you go on a date, you get some brownie points back. If you manage to get them in bed, you get a little extra brownie points back. If it's getting rid of evil, dangerous ghosts, if you encounter such a thing and you get rid of it, you'll get some brownie points back. If you don't accomplish your goal, you just don't get the extra brownie points. Okay? All clear on that?
Yep.
Okay, the last thing. Speaking of rolling dice, your ghost die. This is the most important part of the game here.
The one
Yes.
die that's different from all the rest.
So, the example they gave in the book, believe it or not, is eating a telephone. So, if you want to eat a
Wait,
telephone...
where is my phone? Oh, it's right there.
You ate it.
If you want to eat a telephone, I would have you make probably a muscles move to make sure you can do it.
I got those because they remind me of deadlines.
I'm going to give you a difficulty number. It could be 5, it could be 15, it could be 30, but I will give you a difficulty number. You're going to take all your dice, use your muscles trait. If your talent is eating a telephone, you get to add that in.
Nice.
You roll, you total up all your dice. If you get more than the target, the difficulty number, you did it. So if I say the target number is going to be 15, and you roll your dice and you're like, I got 18, you ate the telephone, no problem, for whatever reason. Now, if you don't make it, you obviously don't eat the telephone, it gets stuck in your mouth or whatever, and you're like, well, I just can't do this, okay. Now, if you make the roll, but roll a ghost, you succeeded, but something bad or unusual will happen. So you rolled 17 plus a ghost. All right, you eat the telephone, everything's fine until the phone rings. You get a nasty shock and start speaking in tongues. Or you have to say everything as if it's an answering machine message until you get that out. You know, that's the example. If you fail and roll a ghost, not only did you fail, but something bad happened. The receiver gets stuck in your mouth, and you have to pay to get some really embarrassing and expensive dental surgery to get that out. So that kind of thing. So the ghost die is what makes this game really fun and really interesting. Because if you start rolling ghosts, the last time we had somebody roll a ghost, I think Rob's other character confused Mike's other character for Bigfoot and tried to attack him with a wooden spatula between the legs. And Mike's character rolled a ghost to see what was going on, and he thought it was an ex-girlfriend.
So and he just it's a spoon, and I was getting molested, and I was trying to beat him up. It was horrible.
It was weird.
I think the funny,
Talk about it.
the first game that I had played in, when everybody was trying to jump down the fire pole, and Rob rolled a ghost and got stuck in the hole.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Because I had rolled
You rolled like an astronomical. There was like target number of 5, and you rolled like 32 or something.
Yeah, well, I was also using the parkour.
Yeah, and you went like upside down.
And spinning around and everything. So then he's like, well, I'm going to do that. And then rolled a ghost. So.
They should have had somebody give you $1 for pole dancing.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the basics of the game right there. The game itself is going to be pretty fun.
There we go.
Yep, there you go. So,
Brent Jim, how's it going?
Hey, Simon.
Greetings from Yorkshire on the night shift.
Yay!
You know, I think there's something weird in my neighborhood. This is a system like the old West End Games Star Wars RPG.
Yes, yeah, it's West End Games. Same group.
Yes, it is.
Please do not call these people if you have a ghost. It's never good.
West End Games?
No, you guys.
Oh.
You guys.
That's a long way to Yorkshire.
New Yorkshire.
New Yorkshire.
All right, so Doug, whenever you're ready, you can start your character. Your traits: brains, muscles, moves, and cool. You get 12 points to put in there. You have to have at least 1 point in a stat, and you can't have more than 5 in one stat.
Wow, awesome. Question for you.
Yeah,
If you only have one,
yeah.
how do we roll?
You roll a ghost die.
Just the ghost die?
Just the ghost die.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Unless it happens to be with your talent, and then
Yeah, unless you got a talent. Yeah.
For
Now, how many of those do I have again?
12.
12, and I can just divvy them up however I want.
Right. 2 is kind of considered average. You have to have at least 1.
and no more than 5.
I figure that, with the character concept,
Yeah.
1 and 1 for muscles and moves is pretty...
That makes sense. Yeah. That's like Bubba. He has a 1 in brains, but his talent is invent stuff.
Yeah.
You feature a max of 5.
That's the
The other
passion.
2.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Okay. Now your talents. Pick a talent. I'll go through that list real quick. It's a short list, but if you have anything you have in mind, For example, brains. Talents could be accounting, anthropology, archaeology, astronomy, biology, botany, bureaucracy, chemistry.
Botany.
Botany?
Botany.
Okay.
No, this isn't Red Dwarf.
Yeah.
Stay out of the bay.
Yeah. You do have to pass a drug test to become a Ghostbuster.
But see, here's the fun part. I only have 2 for brains. So I'm a botanist, but I'm not a good botanist.
Muscles.
Got 5.
Okay.
I'm a very, very buff botanist.
I guess.
I'll rip those plants in half.
Oh, and for your talent, whatever your trait is, add 3 to that number, and that's what your talent is.
So that column at the end there rolls.
Got it. So, what?
So your brains is 2.
Yep.
So your talent would be 5.
It would be, so I got a 5 in botany.
Yeah.
All right. Excellent.
Okay. Here's
What could possibly go wrong?
here's some good examples for muscles.
Right.
Arm wrestle, brawl, box, break things, carry, climb, gobble food, grapple, hold breath, intimidate, jump, kick, lift, rip things open, wrestle pain or withstand pain, wrestle alligators, wrestle men, yank. Or anything you can come up with that might be muscles.
I like grapple. That sounds like fun.
Okay. Moves. Attract attention. Balance. Breakdance. Catch. Dodge. Drive. Fire weapon.
Dodge.
Dodge.
Dodge, dip, duck, dive, and dodge.
Parry. Thrust.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Two completely different references.
Both applicable. Cool.
Right.
Attractive and how really cool people have loads of self-confidence and come off looking good. Uncool folks spend too much of their time worrying to have any fun. So you got act, bark, bluff, browbeat, charm, browbeat. Okay. Nobody's ever taken that.
Hey, he doesn't have a voice that melts butter off of this kid.
And then your goal.
No, because my cool is 1.
Exactly.
Which I'm big and very awkward, so give me what I want.
Bump.
So tell me what I want, what I really...
You want to play all game.
Okay. So your goal, choose a goal.
What is my goal?
It could be anything. Social science, serving humanity, sex, fame, wealth.
My goal is to find a goal.
Where? Oh, it's the okay. You're gonna get meta now, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Where do I write
doing
the goal?
Where it says description.
Description.
English playing the emo.
Goals. Okay, goal. What the hell do I want to do
Could be
here?
discover a new plant or defeat a trivia.
Defeat a plant.
Defeat a plant.
That's a good goal.
Yeah.
Any utility pull off the ground? What?
One of these days, I'm gonna beat a plant.
Do you ever go over to his house? He beats up on his house plants. It's so weird.
But they always beat him back.
He hasn't won yet.
I think I screwed that up.
His ass. He got punched out by a geranium.
No, I didn't. A geranium had it coming. Goals. Oh, hell.
There's that tiger lily that really ripped him up.
What's up, Tiger Lily?
We don't talk about Tiger Lily.
Oh, we definitely don't talk about the Venus flytrap either. What?
Why you got to bring up Newark? Why? You know that bothers me.
Feed me, Seymour.
Goals: defeat man-eating
Plants.
plants
Okay. All right.
who also sing.
Oh,
Well, other than the thing, I think we've actually.
that's a specific goal.
The singing bush from the Three Amigos.
Shut that son of a bitch dead. Okay.
And the invisible swordsman will tell you where to go, unless you shoot him. You're supposed to shoot in the air.
All right. So the next question: where do you guys want your headquarters to be? Now it could be a small town. It can be a big town. Hoboken, New Jersey. I don't know anything about it, but we can make it up.
Anywhere but Newark.
USA, you want to be in Chicago, you want to be in Miami, you want to be
Avon.
Anchorage.
Something a little bigger. Anchorage, something a little more exciting.
Bigger than Avon? Fine, Roseville. Technically.
Actually,
Portland.
how about St. Louis?
St. Louis. You could do that.
Where's our other team at?
Coopersville, Ohio. It's
Oh, that's right.
the size of
Ohio.
Peoria.
Yeah, we're in Ohio.
Peoria.
What about Peoria?
I thought Coopersville was 2/3 the size of Galesburg.
No, it's
No?
it's between Galesburg and Peoria size.
Oh,
Yeah, it's not that small.
okay.
That'd be like Ghostbusters.
Thanks for following us,
Avon.
Patrick.
Thank you, Patrick.
Okay, St. Louis or Portland, Oregon, you said? Who?
Day 81.
How many people
We need to grow up.
want to do St. Louis?
We're good with St. Louis.
Yeah.
St. Louis? Okay, we'll do St. Louis.
Okay.
All right. Next question is, what do you want your car to be? Most franchises are automatically
Prius.
offered a
No.
Yes.
With all of us?
replica Echo
You
vehicle
go. Sorry.
because it holds a lot of.
Lincoln Continental.
It's a Prius limo.
Don't forget, you have 6 people.
That's cool.
Well, 5 people and a gorilla. You might want something big.
Conversion van.
I got it good. Lincoln Continental.
Prison bus.
What about an RV?
Actually,
I've seen that
RV, yeah.
or a touring bus.
To give you an idea, I ran at Geeks and Gamers Camp. I ran a Ghostbusters campaign for 26 people. That was insane, but it was a lot of fun. And what we did was a Ghostbusters convention. So I had Ghostbusters from all over the U.S. So there were guys with like the little short bus that they painted like a Ghostbuster. There was a bunch of guys in a
That was the
Humvee.
microbus, wasn't it?
Out
Well, there was
the VW camper.
Yeah,
Hold on.
bus that I had.
To keep in the Bill Murray theme, I think we should have the RV, the up-armored RV from Sly.
Oh, yeah. yeah.
The urban assault vehicle.
You're gonna have the RV like Eagle 5 from Spaceballs.
Okay, you know what? I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
Repurposed, so
I'm okay with that. Well, it doesn't fly.
With the bumper sticker.
Make it fly.
does anybody have invent equipment? No, it won't
Oh, you're
fly
going to
yet.
do this. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Fine.
You have invent equipment? It could fly. Or swing from a vine.
Trace, well,
Tell 'em about
the character
swinging.
I'm playing, that was, he invented all their equipment.
Yeah.
So he's like, yeah, all right.
Okay. All right. So you guys are going to be in St. Louis. You guys have just started up a franchise. You've passed your test. Basically, the test is kind of a class for
Can you drop the pencil?
can you pick it up again? Close enough.
Can you tell the difference between a hot cello player and a demon dog?
Same.
No, you're hired.
What makes beautiful music?
So you guys passed your tests. There were some written tests. There were aptitude tests. So it's basically like, what do you know about parapsychology or the occult? So some of you guys are like, got it, understand it. They're like, can you do like, can you lift this proton pack and do like a fireman, go up the ladder and come back down with a proton pack on? You nailed that. You're like, 2 of them. Muscles of 4, you said? 5. Yep. You and Bubba are going to get along great. So they do random little tests and see what you're good at, and then they basically hand you a fire hose and say, "Here, we're going to turn on full blast. Can you not tip over? If you can do that, you can run a proton pack because we're not going to let you fire that here." You had a little problem with that, but you're okay now. Then they basically give you all the materials you need, the training you need. They actually had you get all your forms from Louis Tully, your last will and testament, your insurance forms, your tax information, all that good jazz.
I wonder if it got tax information.
Yeah,
Always buy the generic. Acetylsalicylic acid is much better for you.
that's
Yeah.
right.
Which is, by the way, that's the chemical name for aspirin. If you're
It is.
You probably met Louis Tully at least once.
I guarantee you, I scared the shit out of him.
Yeah, probably. I will say that you have gotten a voicemail or Zoom call with the original 4, so you've been able to speak to them, and it was basically like, yeah, welcome aboard. Winston's like, don't worry about your pay rate. It's not going to change. Not anytime soon. Venkman's like, go out and make money. Ray and Egon are like, no, we'll send you
job
test
is too
equipment
big.
sometimes. So they basically.
Oh.
So you've set up shop. What kind of building you want?
An old ice cream shop.
An old ice cream shop?
Yeah.
Oh, I could
Perfect.
okay.
So they actually did find a downtown St. Louis, an old Baskin Robbins that had an apartment above it, and it's kind of got
Probably the freezer you done got used and converted into
the freezer is actually your containment unit now, the big walk-in freezer.
Are the machines still there? Like, do we have access to ice cream?
The machines were there.
Did they come with the building?
They came with the building. If somebody wants to repair them, you could probably have ice cream.
I can totally do that.
Okay. Yes, you are the first Ghostbuster franchise to offer a free cone with every paranormal elimination.
Branding people.
Scoops and goes.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, you can do better than that.
Ghostbusters International suddenly goes Ghostbusters Intergalactical.
Oh, we did do Hot Rods of the Gods.
Bobby.
Yep.
Oh, it's on me.
Oh, shit, where's Bobby?
Oh, home monitoring.
Oh.
She's keeping an eye on us. She's big
She's
sister.
over here, Doug. On this big screen.
So yeah, basically you guys set up shop in your Baskin Robbins. You've got the ice cream parlor / ecto containment unit. Is that gonna be your name, Tracy?
Yeah.
Okay. Tracy the Gorilla, who is actually part of your crew.
Look familiar?
Yep.
From the original Ghostbusters filmation.
Yeah.
Excellent.
If you look at the Filmation
Has jumped
cartoon,
over.
he had suspenders and khaki shorts and the big wide brimmed hat. That's kind of more
That's from the live action.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know about the
But,
beanie.
They made a
I kind of
lot
like the
of that.
Filmation
The real
cartoon
Ghostbusters,
Tracy
Well,
better.
Or no, real Ghostbusters.
Yeah,
was
there's the
I don't know.
There's Tracy from
cartoon
the cartoon.
version.
I'm gonna steal these napkins.
Got hat and suspended
But anyway.
pants.
Tracy has actually managed to get the ice cream machine working, and
Weed.
And he is a gorilla.
yeah, he is a
He
gorilla.
only speaks very limited English.
Very limited. Okay.
Super limited.
So basically, he has also had the foresight to put up a lead wall between the ice cream dispensers and the containment unit. So there is some protection there.
Probably a good idea.
Good idea. Now, do you guys want to hire a receptionist? Or do you just want to take the phone calls yourself?
Oh, we need a reception.
Okay.
I can't answer those.
Well, let's do this tonight. To get you guys started, they sent a couple guys from a fairly close franchise to get you guys situated. The Cooperstown, Ohio group has been delegated to come down and help you guys get situated and make sure all your equipment's in order. So you've got two guys from Ohio. One is Sterling Pertwee, and the other guy's named Steve Chase.
Steve!
So Steve has come in to basically make sure everything's up and running. Probably works a lot with Tracy, which freaks him out a little bit, but he's okay with it.
Bellion's here.
Hey, Belle! Boom. My daughter.
Rebellion.
Hey, Reb.
And your wife said, looks like Doug is monitoring Mike's stuff. Oh, shit. I mean, wow!
You're funny.
And
So-
Bobby is also on TikTok right now, streaming at us.
Cool.
Oh!
All right. So let's go around the table and introduce our characters. Who wants to start?
I'm Sterling Pertwee. I'm a expat Brit. Came over to the States. Been here for a few decades. I'm originally a parapsychologist researcher and my spirit hunter. And my goal is to get rid of any dangerous spirits. Get them exercised and get them out of here.
To exercise them. Like what? Push ups, sit ups?
Treadmill?
Yeah, whatever it takes. If I gotta take,
Every Saturday!
then okay.
Dude. He's trying to your microphone, man.
You gotta be intimidating to these ghosts, because otherwise they'll walk on slime all over you.
Got the worst of being a slime all over.
And
5 minutes, chase slime a
Funny you should mention that.
physically, if I remember right, you look a little bit like Columbo.
Yes, I usually have I could probably go get it, but a light colored trench coat, cross between Columbo and Constantine. So then disheveled,
Columbo's team.
Utah.
See ya.
All right, my character is Elizabeth Mayberry. She's tall, curvaceous, has a shaved head on either side, but she has a braided mohawk, sandy blonde. She has green eyes. She's a little bit of a slight outside the. Sandy blonde. I heard.
Wow, that's got
Oh, did you guys hear that too? Oh, good.
He's hallucinating again. But she was basically a farm girl, living in the farm world, especially after what happened to her parents. And they had to live at the grandmother's house. Well, just before the age of 5, her grandmother suddenly dies of a heart attack. But her physical body left, but her actual spirit was still there. And it came affront when one day mom hears giggling coming from the bathroom, opens it up, and to her complete horror, sees somebody brushing my hair and making little pigtails. And I'm saying, "Oh, I like it pretty, Nana. Thank you, Nana." And it's just like, so being around ghosts or paranormal has been my entire life.
That's cool. I like that.
And, well, things really took a turn. My mother didn't make it, had to sell the farm, and I decided, since I was in my 20s, I decided to just go into paranormal research. I went to Great Britain. I even went to New York City. I actually studied in the Psychology Institute with Egon Spengler for a little bit.
Wow, okay. That makes sense.
And that's why I'm so good at paranormal research. And also I'm good, of course, I'm strong, farm strong. If I can wrestle calves, I can wrestle just about anything.
Yeah.
And I'm good with animals. So anything either paranormal or even Tracy over here.
That's a good idea.
I mean, every once in a while it's like, "Hey, how's the containment unit going?" "Oh, good. You want some nanners?" Let's go. Biscuit time. But the best thing I can do, and I'm not exactly, now. Only 3 and that's it. We're not going to be cleaning that up again. Thank you. You're burping them next.
we moved on from. I like throwing these better than dice any day.
Yeah.
But I know there was something inside the facility. You guys were working on some sort of like something you can throw, like a projectile throw thing, with subduing ghosts or anything that's pretty fast moving.
Zoom tits.
But one of the things I like to do since I was a kid, I'm mostly good, but sometimes I do miss. I don't hit broadside of a barn. I'm good at sling shooting. So if it's anything projectile based, I can shoot it. Not the best, but I can shoot it.
Sometimes you guys will be sent experimental equipment that you can try it.
Or made experimental equipment.
Yeah.
Holy backstory, Batman.
All right. Hey. So, Dolph Naughton.
Shit.
The benefit of going first.
That's funny. All right, Dolph.
He's a 35-year-old male. He's about 5'6", 120 pounds. Soaking wet. Blonde hair, gray eyes. He's actually his goal is to win a Nobel Prize in parapsychology.
Okay.
So he's all about the
Science.
research and actually trying to get some new theory. So he's always looking for something new.
Okay.
Basically he's the opposite of you. He's got moves and muscle of 1, brains and cool of 5. So
Total opposite.
Awesome.
Okay.
yeah.
I'm not going to take that personally because this is a role-playing game.
I am playing Tracy, the gorilla from the original Filmation's Ghostbusters, who has jumped franchises. She's tired of dealing with those eggheads, so she's going to these eggheads. He is a gorilla, about 7'2" tall, right around 500 pounds, who is extremely intelligent, but can't really talk. Knows very little English. But because of his past with a different universe as Ghostbusters, he brought the information to this group. So that's who I'm playing as. It's Tracy the Gorilla from the original Filmation.
Do you have a goal?
Yes, his goal is to find the ghost realm in this reality and next banana.
Okay.
There's always the next banana.
There's always the next banana.
All right, we've got Edward Ruse. He about 6 foot, 160 pounds. He's more of a bookworm than anything.
Okay.
If you quit paying attention to him, he can just remain very, very still and quiet and just disappear. He's kind of a ghost among people. His overall goal is to write his own magic grimoire. He's obsessed with the occult and magic artifacts. He doesn't agree with modern sciences of the study of ghosts. He believes in the old school study of just magic.
Okay. So this proton pack has like chalk outlines of runes and stuff
Yep.
on it. Okay, got it.
Awesome. Cool. All right. Well, my
Carol.
my character is named Carl Lundegaard. He's from Minnesota.
Buster.
He looks like
no Jackrabbit.
yeah.
Oh yeah, betcha, yeah.
His alias or nickname is the Swede. He is he physically is a combination of Dolph Lundgren and William H. Macy. So,
I can't get that out of my head.
he is a mediocre botanist, a solid C student, bare minimum to get his master's degree. But in his thesis, he actually created a sentient Venus flytrap type plant. And he's on a mission to hunt it back down because it escaped. Now, how a plant is going to escape and run away, well, we don't really know.
At least.
At least,
He got diced and Twinkied. Ooh, man, that poor guy.
yeah, so he's again, he is a botanist.
way out of it.
He's but you know, bare minimum, he just barely passed because
Okay.
you know what do you call a doctor who graduated last in his class? Doctor, because you know
He made it.
he made it. Kind of like how I got my degree, but still, we're not going to talk about that. But yeah, he's his goal is to find and defeat the unholy abomination that he himself unleashed upon the world. Oh, those many days ago.
It's actually running a gas station in New Jersey.
We don't talk about Newark.
He didn't say Newark.
That's where the lab was.
Oh, okay.
And the
Play room checks. All right. So
Hey, Tracy. Less fiber, stud.
You're getting gas.
the last character who will be present for a little bit is Steve Chase. He's 5'8", red hair, blue eyes. He's kind of a comic book geek, science fiction geek. So that's why he joined the Ghostbusters. His goal is to help people in spirits.
And then he met Bubba.
Yeah, he knew Bubba and his family, which has traumatized him for life.
Bubba.
Bubba Smith is Mike's character.
He's not here.
No.
Yeah, he's not with us.
She's back in
But Bubba was special.
Yeah, Bubba's very
Bubba was beyond special.
Yeah. So,
He's special.
Boy,
in
did he
this age.
have
well, let
a
me put it
hospital
this way:
that
they had their headquarters in Nashville, Tennessee, because he wanted to catch Elvis. So their headquarters was like a replica of the firehouse, but he put 2 trailer wheels and a hitch on it, so he felt at home. That's Bubba.
That's Bubba.
Yeah, that's Bubba. But it was still just a foundation building. So yeah.
How did Print Jim says, you know, the Ghostbusters universe, Jane Fonda exercise video could have been completely different.
Yeah.
He also said the plant is an unholy abomination. It could be the root of all evil.
Yeah,
Thank you,
we are totally mailing Simon some dice someday, and just,
Hit yourself.
we want you to throw it at yourself, and then film it and prove it. that you did.
Should be you and Cliff in that video.
Stop it.
Yeah.
No.
Is Cliff in there?
Yeah, he's in there.
Okay.
Got it.
Yeah. Okay.
What? Huh?
No throwing dice at the cameras, please.
Oh.
That's high-tech equipment.
Oh.
So you can lick the cameras all you want. Just don't
Yeah.
throw dice at them.
All right.
Nope.
So you guys are sitting around.
And our bank account just went to negative. No.
Okay, let's get started because we've only got a couple hours.
This is our only fan.
Yeah. So you guys are sitting around your headquarters, getting all your equipment together. You get all your gear. You've got a choice of uniforms that are hanging up in your lockers. If you want, you've installed the fire pole from the upstairs apartment where you guys sleep down to the main building. You have a back door that goes out to an alley where you keep your vehicle. An old parking lot, kind of weedy, but nobody ever uses it. So you've got your. Excuse me. Must have been the Twinkie.
What about the
A
Twinkie?
very big Twinkie.
Is your roommate home?
Yeah.
Okay.
If not,
If not,
I was going to say, this got turned into a genuine
The Winnebago's parked out back, and you guys are kind of around. You get your standard suits of Ghostbusters equipment. You get 2 beige jumpsuits. You get a black jumpsuit for night or stealth missions. You get a white jumpsuit for formal affairs. And then you get 1 jumpsuit of whatever you would like, or 1 set of Ghostbusting clothes. Like yours is your trench coat with the Ghostbuster symbol. Steve has a regular one.
for formal affairs.
Formal affairs. So if you're doing like
Awesome.
basically cutting ribbons at a mall opening, that kind of.
You had to respond to a call at the governor's mansion in the middle of the gala.
Yeah. Black or white is for formal. But
and girls, go.
we ain't dead.
Wait, y'all heard that too?
what?
Yes.
Heard what?
Oh, shit.
That was my roommate.
so if you want a specific type of
Shouldn't have drank
Ghostbusters
all that
uniform, if
cocktail.
you want like camouflage, urban camouflage,
I
yours
want to
is specially
do
made.
Tracy's outfit from the original, the Ghostbusters, but instead, I can remember on his backpack he had the logo from that group, but
Yeah.
it's instead
Now
it's changed to the
Yeah, that's fine.
so that's his optional one is
Okay.
that.
All right.
So you got your home uniform and your away uniform.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So anybody who wants one, just I don't care, pick it out. You don't have to tell me right now. Wear it on this module, you can.
Full
Lab
Ghostbusters
coat.
formal
Lab coat.
Yeah.
Well,
lab
the
coat.
Swede likes his mesh tank top, like the old German submariners used to wear. Because, and he's a bit
So
weird.
you look like
so.
a cheesy villain from an 80s
I
Schwarzenegger.
yes, that guy, whoever the hell
I
he
know
is.
exactly the guy from Commando.
Yep.
You got it. Okay.
He also played the dude in Mad Max with the assless chaps.
Vernon Wells.
Vernon Wells. Yes, thank you.
Out of print says he has players who like to throw dice and Twinkies at him already.
But still looks like William H. Macy. So
That's no wonder he has a cool of one.
fucking weird. Exactly.
All right. So, as you guys are kind of milling about, some of you are checking on your equipment, some of you are getting all your stuff put away, all that stuff. You basically hear the front door, ding ling ling, it's an ice cream parlor.
Nice.
And a couple guys walk in, and
Tracy's behind the bar and a ice cream outfit
with like the
paper hat and the apron and
You look out the window, and these guys have driven up an old light brown Ford Comet.
oh yeah,
Get
you
out.
guys,
Get out.
Yeah.
Get out.
yeah.
Out.
Yeah.
Just leave.
The Ecto 1 was being used, so we took.
we did we decide what our Ecto was it
Yeah, it's the
Winnebago.
the Eagle
Right.
Eagle One.
Winnebago.
right Eagle one
Yeah. So these 3 guys walk in, kind of younger, probably in their early 20s, very early 20s to mid 20s. There's 3 of them. One guy comes in, he's got like the sweater kind of tied around his neck, draped over the back, kind of a nice collar up,
because it popped.
like polo. Yeah, it's
Pop
pop.
on Chad.
He didn't
basically like-
happen to be a quarterback at Adams College, did he?
He's wearing like the chino pants,
Nobody?
slacks, nice shoes, very not exactly fashion designer label, but something very nice. He's got light brown hair that's kind of styled perfectly. With him is a bigger kid, black kid, pretty muscular. He's wearing like a football jersey, but his shoulders actually fill it out. He's not wearing the football pads, but it's still like a t-shirt on him, so he's pretty buff. He's wearing blue jeans and ratty old tennis shoes. Looks kind of tough, but also kind of like that. Whoa, he's kind of got a baby face, you know what I mean? And the other kid with him is probably about, well, the black kid is probably like 6'1". The preppy kid is probably about 5'10". This other kid is like 5'5", really short, really scrawny, looks really young.
It's Steve. Oh,
yeah. He's got big glasses. His hair's parted off to the side, very straight cut, blonde. He's wearing basically a t-shirt with the NASA logo, a tweed jacket with the elbow patches. He's got a pocket protector and a calculator in there, and he's probably just wearing slacks and nice tennis shoes. And he comes in doing this all the time, looking around. And they kind of come in, you're like, ooh. They just stand stock still.
pull up an ice cream cone.
Steve kind of, unfortunately, next to you from under the bar, because he's hooking stuff up, looks up over the bar.
Which was funny is because Tracy wasn't wearing this outfit when he went under the bar.
Right.
No,
So he came up with that outfit on. And Steve comes up.
looks down.
No, thank you. Help you? Does anybody else want to be down here at this point?
I'm just in the lobby, I guess, eating ice cream, reading a book,
Okay.
studying.
Thank God you don't get this mixed up.
Yeah, but I'm not going to like address them at all. I'm just
Right.
gonna.
They come in, you just...
I am in the corner
Yeah.
reading Darwin's Origin of the Species,
Okay.
but not understanding about half of it.
He looks like this over at Tracy. All right. How about you guys? You want to be in here, or you want to be somewhere else, or
I'll be upstairs.
upstairs? Okay.
I'm down there.
You're down there.
I'm down there just thinking, this amuses me every time people see her.
That's we just like watch him interact with Tracy for the first time.
And Sterling, how about you?
I'm probably in the lobby area there with my laptop. I'm maybe checking some stuff out.
Okay.
Oh, sharing a booth. We're on a booth together, talking.
We could be. Yeah, we
Get
could
him a milkshake with 2 straws.
Yeah,
That'd
you
be-
guys would probably hit it off pretty well. You're researching your occult. So you're
Actually,
probably
not necessarily.
We argue
Well,
over principle.
I was gonna say, have you ever
probably
met,
arguing principle.
have you ever met two metaphysicists?
Yeah.
Oh God, they either love each other or they hate each other.
So anyway, they come in. They're like, "Is this is the Ghostbusters, right?" Right now, all you guys have is like the banner. They've taken the pink Baskin Robbins awning and painted it red, and the rest of the building is already white.
Right.
It's got some polka dots here and there, but they're painting the
Can the logo be the
Tracy does
ghost
not
in
want
an
the
ice cream
potatoes
cone?
Yeah, if you want. Yes. That's why you don't have it yet. You're getting the sign made.
Yes.
So
We
it's
might
like
be
the
who's
blushing
asking.
machine with the icicles.
There you go.
So it looks like an ice cream shop to me.
We might be who's asking.
Well, we'd like to hire the Ghostbusters if we could.
See, Tracy looks so sad. Oh, okay.
Higher. That means
It takes off the outfit.
All right, what you got?
Well, our frat house is infested with ghosts, we think, and they're causing all kinds of problems for us. We were wondering if you could help us out, like get rid of the ghosts and kind of clear our names.
Frat house. Yeah, there's good gags at a frat house. All right.
Well, yeah, unfortunately, it's not us doing it.
wait, clear your name. What's going on? What's happening?
Okay, we attend Faber College.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hit yourself with that.
So we attend. Oh, nice.
Oh, 5.
Nice.
Hole in one.
So we attend Faber College, and our fraternity they didn't have much housing this year, so they get the whole frat house, and we're staying in there. and fixing it up. But there's been all these, as soon as we moved in there, all these pranks have been happening. They're really funny pranks. I mean, don't get us wrong, they are pretty good. But we didn't do it, and we're getting blamed for it. And the deans are about to kick us out, so we need to clear our names.
This wouldn't be, by any chance, Dean Wormer, would it?
Yeah, how'd you know?
Son of a bitch was my grad advisor.
And the assistant dean, Ulick, he's trying to be
I
friendly.
didn't like him.
He's kind of friendly, but, you know,
Not me.
he's got to do what Dean Wormer says, and Dean Wormer doesn't like any of this nonsense going on. Although some of the pranks were pretty cool. I mean, he had 30 bats in his fridge once. Recently, yeah.
Cool.
We had
That's a cool prank.
there was the one of the professors' reel-to-reel camera in his classroom. Every once in a while, just kicks on and starts playing 70s softcore porn. We didn't do it.
Nice.
They think it's us, but we
Nice.
didn't do
Very
it.
fuzzy.
Just because we all have his class. The assistant dean, Ulick, his car ended up on top of the science building. We don't know how it got there, but
Very
they
MIT
blamed
of you.
us.
Yeah, impressive.
And then one of the professor's office was coated with this slime stuff. And they keep blaming us for it, but we don't know what it is.
You said you're working on this house?
Yeah, we are working on that.
Have you just demolished anything or thrown anything
Kind
away?
of fixing it up.
Found any odd little tiki
Yeah.
statues?
No, but we, the shorter guy with glasses, like, I don't know about you guys, but I do not like going in the basement. I get an odd feeling about that.
Odd feeling in basements, huh? Is there an attic?
Yes.
Is there an attic?
There's a crawl space.
Crawl space, okay.
Have you been in the basement? You said you don't like going down there. Have you been in there?
The one kid who's got the nice clothes, he's like, none of us. We took a couple steps down, but then we left. There's a really bad feeling down there.
Oh, so you're a bunch of pussies. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Was that previously the Delta House?
No, I don't know.
We're not going to get quite that on the nose, I suppose.
Yeah, our fraternity, the Chi Kappa Brews.
Why don't you just go with I tap a kega?
Yeah, already met. Ah.
I'll save that for later. So,
Or the tri-lambs. There we go.
no, the Tri Kappa Brews, that's us. And we're about to be kicked out and we need some help. So we're hoping you guys could come and find out what is going on. I don't know. There's been some weird incidences in the house, but it's all these pranks around campus and they keep blaming us. We don't know what, I don't know what's caused it.
Give us a sec. All right. Team meeting.
And jump over the counter.
I agree.
Running over to the booth.
What do you guys think? I mean, college campus. Girl.
I could drink.
Yeah. Yeah. Booze.
We could probably figure out the ghost problem while we're there.
Young, pretty people.
Yeah.
What do you say? This sounds like a good first
Should
mission.
we take some ice cream?
Of course we're
Spread the
taking
brand?
root beer floats for everyone.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm with it as long as they don't grab my ass. They do. It's gonna be a busted nose.
Okay, so noted.
Steve's like, you guys go, I've got some work here and I'll monitor your phones. And he kind of looks forlornly at the phones because you guys have been in business for 5 days and it hasn't rang yet. You know, I'll monitor the phones.
All right.
I'll go with you. I'll go with you. I'm kind of your mentor of a sort. So
Do we want to do this as a dry run, like an emergency call, or do we just like get ready? What do you want to go? What do you guys want to do? We could use the practice.
I'm already running towards like the alarm button and hitting it.
Way to take the initiative there, young man. I like it.
Yes.
Speaking, the bell starts ringing. The guys are like, what the hell? And Steve's like, they're on the job. They head back to your frat house. They'll meet you there.
Wait, somebody get an address. Oh, you know what? We'll figure it out. All right, cool.
No, you got an address from.
Got it. Putting all our shit
So
on.
they go back to their car and head back to the college. You guys get all your gear on. Eventually, Steve walks over and turns off the alarm because you're like, ring, and getting dressed. And he's like, no, you're not ringing the whole time you're getting ready.
All right.
So
Okay, who's driving?
Tracy.
Yeah.
Tracy's the most experienced Ghostbuster we have on the squad.
You know what? That's fair. But it'll be fit behind the wheel.
It's a Winnebago, of course.
It's big enough.
All right, let's go.
I'm riding shotguns.
Never really thought this is how I was going to buy it, but all right, awesome. Let's go.
You'd be on top of the Prius like State.
He is the Prius.
All right.
Input.
So here's the most important part of the game.
Awesome.
What
do we got?
equipment do you want to take?
Oh,
All right.
I'm Tracy. All of it.
My books.
Now, I have enough equipment for 5 people, so if somebody wants an extra thing, we'll just have to mark it down.
Let the Raconteurs have the cards.
Okay.
excuse me.
Who wants to take
The
some?
reserves, I mean. Sorry, thank you.
Yo,
Okay.
I'm a traditionalist.
Tell you what, we're just going to hand it down to you. Who else wants Proton Pack? Proton Pack? Proton Pack?
I do not want a proton
You do
pack.
not want a Proton.
No. Proton pack?
Yes.
Okay.
do you have one of those little ghost detector
we'll get to it.
thingy?
We'll get to
Okay, sorry.
Who else?
Wade.
Oh, sorry, Wade.
And then you want one?
Yeah.
Okay. Tracy.
Tracy will have one, but
Okay. So I'll pass that down to
Did
Rob.
we ever get the licensing information
actually,
on
no.
these
Tracy
things?
would have the slime blower. I'm sorry.
Did we ever get the licensing information
Bring it
on
back.
these
You want
things?
slime blue.
Nerdyshow.com.
So they're still unlicensed. Awesome. All right.
Oh, yeah, the Proton Pack.
Well, I got a vasectomy anyway. What the hell difference is it going to make?
The,
Who wants, let's see, what's next? How about a walkie-talkie?
YouTube.
Yes.
No.
Walkie-talkie?
As opposed to a runny shouty?
Anybody else want a walkie-talkie?
Oh, I'll take a walkie-talkie.
Talkie?
I don't need one.
You want
You need a grunty stuff.
You won't understand. Would be me.
PKA meter?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. PKA meter?
Wade.
Anybody else? PKA meter? Tracy? And what was your Annabelle?
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth. Okay.
Elizabeth, Annabelle.
Did you want a PKA meter?
Okay. You know, if you got one, you can, and you're handing them out. Might
All
as
right.
well.
How about ghost traps?
Yo. Yep.
Okay, one for Doug. Anybody else want a ghost trap? Okay, one for Rob. Two for Rob. Anybody else want a
Two
ghost
in the
trap?
box, ready to go.
They be fast.
No.
No.
We be fast and
go slow.
Anybody else want a ghost trap?
I'll take another one. What the hell? Why not? Okay. We might need them. You
Who
know.
else needs a trap?
All right.
I mean, I can certainly
We need-
carry it all.
You can have it.
What the heck?
Ectovisors.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
Okay.
take one.
All right.
They have one specially.
Anybody else?
Gorilla shape.
Yeah.
And Rob wanted some? Oh, no. Anybody else want ectovisors? Okay. That's the ones that you want some? Oh, and you said you didn't have any Ghostbusters swag.
What? What did you do, Ray? Nice.
You can actually.
Because that'll fit around my giant melon. Absolutely. Oh, it even lights up.
Well, it's pretty large. Right. There,
Nice.
It's pretty large. Try it.
Slime blower?
Slime blower. Yes. Would you like one?
Yes.
I've got my own homemade.
That's interesting. All right. Anybody want a bullhorn?
Talk dust.
Ah!
Tracy.
You did have a bullhorn.
Okay.
Actually,
You want it?
Yeah. Hand that down to Tracy because he's driving.
Is that yours? Oh, the car.
Do these focus or anything?
On the steering column.
Well, yeah. Yeah, everything.
Optional gear you guys might be interested
Wow, those
in.
are pretty big sized, ain't they?
Oh.
Not on you even.
Here's some other
There it is.
optional gear. A parachute. Anybody need a parachute?
I don't plan on being high enough off the ground.
I'll take the parachute.
Scuba
Absolutely.
gear.
In the van, in the RV.
Yes, on the bird.
There's also
Yeah.
alpine gear.
All this is in the RV.
Parachute.
In a frat house?
Yes.
Oh, okay. What do you know that we don't?
There's also the beach kit.
Well, it's when we have the fastball
Came in
special.
handy in a
where
frat
it is.
house.
Tracy picks him up and hurls him and goes.
Oh, that's fair.
And he just, sometimes
What
he
is
flies
it?
off the edge of things.
A beach kit.
Beach
Clean
kit.
up.
Comes with a stereo, an umbrella, and a frisbee.
Bring it.
You want a beach kit?
It's in the RV.
Yeah.
Wait, didn't you say your character was buxom? Yes, give her the beach kit. There we go.
That's funny. It actually came in handy once because the Ghostbusters, me and Mike and Brad, the first game I ran was a possessed taxi cab that was possessed by a dog ghost, and they dipped the frisbee in gasoline and played with it until they could figure out how to stop it. So like,
Well,
I'm in handy, dude.
You know, that is one way to do it.
Yeah. All right, so you guys pile into Winnebago. Start it up.
Actually, as far as equipment goes,
Yeah.
I'm also going to have a Geiger counter, an audio, like sound meter,
Oh, okay.
basic, some extra.
Some extra recording equipment and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Okay, can do.
Audio vibratory recording device.
Ear candles.
Mean a vibrator? No.
I got a question.
I got an answer. Let's put it
Could
together.
Tracy have a thrower also in his possession from
From the old one,
the old one?
you have to build it.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh wait, hold on. These
So
two
he brought the knowledge with him.
Yep, you won't have it, but you can build one.
So he fires up the RV, roars into life, flips on all the lights, which is an RV, so we probably have lights galore.
No, yeah,
in this
it's
thing.
like flashing everywhere and on the side.
Two echo sirens that are slightly off center, so
Subwoofers. You start it up and immediately it just
You got to.
Yep.
Oh.
start it again.
Oh.
Okay, now you're good. Now you're good.
I knew we should have put more than $5 worth
unplug from
in.
the wall first. Oh shit! Get out! Unplug it.
I gotta unplug the car.
Where's the plutonium nugget? I'll change it out again.
Turn on the turbo boost.
Which is just a button that does.
Got the radio.
Makes the noise. One of these days we need to hook that up to something.
Yeah. Off we go.
So you guys pull out, and unlike the cartoon where you go, you guys would just go. But you get good highway mileage.
It's a
And on the
V8 that
highway,
runs on
start
6.
picking up
You know,
speed.
backfires
You're
every
hitting like
once in a while.
55.
I'm pushing. Okay, go faster.
You guys get there. Tracy
Let's
gets
go
her hands
faster.
off the wheel. Looks like a pretzel.
All right.
Pull up to
Make a
favorite
note.
college.
Fix steering wheel. Awesome. Clean.
They gave you
seat.
the address. You get into Favorite College, and it's a very nice college campus. A lot of buildings, science buildings, literature buildings, history buildings, and
And
all
we're
that
running
stuff.
around looking like we look.
Yeah, pretty much. The college kids are just like, whoa. A couple of college kids are like, whoa, I got to knock off whatever I'm doing on weeknights. Ooh. You pull in, you see dormitories and all that, farmhouses and frat houses with the logos out in front and all that. You kind of drive into the college, through the college, past the college, and you go about 2 blocks, and there's like back in this overgrown, weedy lot with tall yellow grass. There's a house. On the outside, it does look a lot like Delta House. It's like in bad need of a coat of paint. They do have some Greek letters that they put up, but it's just like made out of tin. So it's just nailed up there. And above the door, they had hand painted "Try a Cup of Brew." The house does not look.
The house numbers written in crayon.
There's 2 house numbers. The other 2 are painted on.
Oh, goody.
It does look like Egon would be like, "This is not structurally sound. This has distress, and all the load-bearing members should be condemned." But you see the house, you see the couple cars out in front, and as you guys get out of the RV, start heading up, you notice there's hardly anybody around, and the 3 guys are sitting out on the porch waiting for you. And as you guys come up, they're like, "The rest of the guys have moved out for now because it's getting too much of a hassle. We want to get this taken care of so we can all get back here and keep working on this place." You're like, "Working on it?" So they're like, "Yeah, we've been working on this place for like 3 months now."
You got like a rent-a-dumpster out front or anything like that?
Not at the moment. No, it doesn't look like it.
Trash pile?
There is still a little bit of a trash pile. You don't know if it's theirs or if it came with the house.
I'm gonna go poke through it a little bit.
Okay. As you go over, it looks like a lot of drywall and damaged
wet wall, too.
inside the house. So they're like, "Come on in, come on in." And they open the door, and when you guys walk in, all the work they have done is on the inside. It's all new drywall. It's all painted. It's got cool posters on the wall. They've done graffiti art on the walls that look really good. All the furniture is new. So you walk in the house and you're like, "Wow, nice." Just from the outside, it looks totally like an eyesore. they're like, we didn't worry about the outside. We want to make the living space. That's the most important part, right? They kind of step into the hallway. You walk in, there's like a hallway. Off to your left is a big archway with columns. That's the living room. Then off to your right is like another little hallway that goes down to a doorway with swinging doors. They're like, that's the kitchen down there. And about ahead of you is upstairs, and it kind of branches out to the upstairs. And they're like, most of our rooms are up there. A couple rooms down here. Off the living room is our study hall, and the basement doors over in the kitchen.
Where's been the worst of the activity?
A little bits here and there, but none of us like the basement. So we're gonna take off. You let us know how it goes.
So I've got the earpiece attached to the audio meter. I've got the PK meter in one hand, Geiger counter in the other, and I'm heading towards the basement.
You're like, whatever build is, don't worry. Vance's family's got it covered. He's the one with the pop collar. He's like, we got it. Whatever it costs, man.
Well, no job is too big, no fee is too big.
Yeah, that's fine. It's my parents' money, so I don't care.
Even better.
They're like, here's our phone number. This is Key's phone number. It's the kid with glasses. His phone number, he can get a hold of him. So we'll.
Is there anyone else in the house other than us?
Nope. When we leave, it's just you guys. So
this will be fun.
Any pets, small animals, birds, anything we need to be concerned about?
We don't have any pets or anything.
Okay.
Unless there's something in the basement. I don't know about that. That wasn't me.
That was me.
That was a ghost.
I ain't afraid of no
I'm
ghosts.
telling you, they're around. So the three college kids, like, all right, well, let us know when you get all sorted out. We're going to go down and hang out at campus, probably by the cafeteria. All right. So they leave. You guys walk in. You have your PK meter. The Geiger counter's not reading anything. Your audio thing, everything's kind of amplified.
I go check the refrigerator.
Check the refrigerator.
Yeah.
When they leave, they slam the door, and you're like, pow! Oh, man, don't slam things. But as you kind of walk into the house, the PK meters, and as you move toward the hallway to the kitchen, up a little bit more. So you walk into the kitchen.
Yeah, I'm heading for the fridge.
What's everybody else doing? The house looks nice. It's furnished. It's a college frat house, so yeah, there's beer cans around and stuff like that. But it does look nice. And
I'm going with him.
Yeah.
all right, you guys going to the kitchen?
Make sure your
You
radio's
going
turned
all the way
on.
to the kitchen?
First job nerves need a drink.
That's where the bathroom or bathroom door. That's where the basement door is.
Yeah, I'm heading to the basement door.
Okay. How about
I'm going with him.
Wait, we're splitting up the party? Oh, that's what could possibly go wrong.
I'll go with what's character's name?
Each group has one large person with them.
So you gotta watch
Which is great, unless you're the large person. Yeah.
AKA me.
So basically, you all head down toward the kitchen because the back basement door is in the kitchen. So you guys all walk down the hallway, and as you're walking down, it's kind of, the lights are off. It's kind of an afternoon sky, so it's kind of hazy dark in here, but not pitch black by any means.
What'd you forget? Uh-oh.
Serling finds the bathroom and is like, I'll be right back. So.
Nice.
Now, I did not bring it, but I actually have the PKE meter and the Neutrona wand, but I didn't bring them because I didn't feel like carrying them. Mine's the movie one. It's got the sound effect. So anyway, you guys head down the hall, get to the swinging doors. They open up. You see a kitchen, fairly nice kitchen, nothing spectacular.
Any bananas?
There is one banana on the counter.
Help yourself.
Let me make my way over to it.
Okay.
Take it, I'll say nothing.
Okay. You kind of like, and as you put it in your mouth, you realize it's very mushy, and it's not really yellow anymore. It's kind of a dark brown.
All right.
So you basically like
Another note.
like an oyster banana.
Change Tracy's diaper later.
All right. So you go over to the
Or
fridge.
maybe
See
required.
if they got beer in the fridge.
Oh, okay. No beer in there. No. You open up the fridge. Yeah, there's beer in there.
I grab one for me and we head back to the group.
Okay.
Hey, where's
We're
Mike?
looking in the basement all
That's exactly what happens.
It's pretty clear where it is. You walk over to the basement door. The PKE meter starts to go
That's
up
very
a little
special.
bit, and you reach for the doorknob. Just imagine the Ghostbusters creepy music playing. Click, and you open the door, and it's like pitch black down there. But you do see a light switch, and it's one of those light switches from like the 50s.
So is it
Where it's
one of
like
those
a
big
button.
knife switch or
No, it's like the button.
The button.
the button?
I played with those.
I got one of my
push the button.
upstairs.
Yeah.
Don't push the button.
So,
Don't
do you try the
push-
light?
Oh, they're gonna push
Sure.
the button.
Click.
Oh, they pushed the button.
Yes, they did.
It's not working.
Oh, even better. Even better. All
And
right.
bring a flashlight.
Goes down.
Come
probably
on,
do
top
have
pack. What do I
flashlight.
need a flashlight for?
You have a flashlight on their belt. But you guys flip your ecto goggles down, so you guys know they're going to go probably first. Yep, there you go.
Can't see shit, but sure, why not? All right. There we go.
Pretty much.
I've got the parachute.
I'm good. It's fine. We're all fine here now.
So you guys are going.
How are you?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, he's going first.
Okay.
I'm going second first.
I'm the meat shield.
Make a moves check.
Moves check. Where's my dice?
No, just wait, because he's going first. He's going down dark stairs.
Wait,
with
you're
an
going
ecto
first?
I'm going second first.
Oh, you're going second first. Oh, look, there is no third breakfast, man.
two.
Come on, it's
That didn't
on franchise.
All right.
Moves.
Yeah, make a moves check. Your target number is going to be 7.
He missed.
I missed.
No, you need to roll. How many? What's your moves?
3.
So you need 3 dice.
Oh,
Was that the,
One
that was the
being
ghost
the
time?
one
There you go.
from the others.
No. 3 dice total. So
3 dice total. There you go.
one with the 1 ghost die and 2 regular dice.
There.
ghost die.
Okay, what'd you get?
Here, I'll reroll since I took one out. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Ghost die 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
8.
Eight.
And what's the other dice value?
6.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 14.
Yeah, it's got plain face for 6.
So
14 no
so
ghost.
9 and 5 is 14.
So if your ghost die comes up to 6, it's a ghost. If it doesn't, just add it in with the rest.
Okay.
So you rolled a 14?
Yep.
All right. So you see, I'm sorry, Dolph, Lily,
Liza.
Liza,
It's a different game.
Edward. Edward.
Edward. Okay. And
Swede.
the Swede. Swede. You're now the Irishman. Okay. So basically, you see Dolph kind of like, and obviously step way too far out. He's going to go right down the stairs. And he does, in fact, start to go. You kind of step out and manage to grab onto his collar
Excellent.
and kind of like, whoa, and grab the railing and kind of like brace him. You still kind of stumble a couple steps down. You don't twist your ankle, but you kind of like, oh.
You also get beer all over you because as I'm reaching out for it, I reached out with my drink in here.
You do
You got a
think,
cup of beer down your neck.
Who taught you beer etiquette?
Party foul.
okay, did I get scared? Because I feel like I wet myself. I don't know if I did or not. I think I'm okay. And then you're like, I didn't have beer. Where did beer come from? So yeah, but you managed to stop him from
There must be
falling.
ghosts here.
I regret my decision.
You guys
The
kind
ghost
of brace
just peed
yourselves
on us.
and keep going down the steps. As you get to the first little landing, it's like a landing, 7, 8 steps, a landing, and then 5 steps to the basement.
Yeah.
As you get to that landing, you do see another switch, and it's like a normal light switch.
Okay.
And as you click that, the light does come on. Now, just just so you know, ecto goggles, they're not night vision goggles. So if you turn the light on, it doesn't really affect what you see. What you're seeing is vapor trails. And as you click that light on, you're like, I don't see anything yet. And as you look down the last couple steps to the basement floor, it looks like about an inch of fog is on the floor. And nobody else will see that. But it's the vapor trail of ghosts. And you're like, oh, there's a lot of fog. A lot of vapor.
Guys, a lot of activity along the floor.
So anybody else with a PKE
Wear your
meter?
boots.
Yeah.
Me.
It's registering at about a 5, maybe a 6. A 10 is like Gozer. That's when it's about a 5 or a 6, which is still a lot of kinetic activity, psychokinetic activity. So as you guys kind of walk down,
Actually, you can see in the dark with these.
yeah, but when you turn the light on, it
Oh,
doesn't
okay.
affect
So
you.
it's not the enhanced
Right.
blanket.
It's
Okay.
not like specific
All right.
night vision. So anyway, as you continue down the stairs, you guys all coming down?
Yep.
Yep.
It's pretty much single file.
I'm the last.
You're the last.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are first.
Yeah, you might break the damn stairs.
So as you guys get down, you two step on the ground first, and you're like looking around. It's dusty, it's dirty. It looks like nobody's been down here for years, decades maybe. There's like tarps up
Centuries even.
over tarps,
Eons.
up over like workbenches or tables. You do see a lot.
This place has been
I
here
mean,
since
a
the dawn of
lot
time.
of empty beer cans, whiskey bottles piled in the corner, covered in dust. There's lots of spider webs, cobwebs, all that stuff. Sheets laying around on the floor, sheets and tarps. And as you
Lots of sheets.
look up, you
I
guys
get
come
a sheet.
down, and as you guys look up, you see what looks like a tarp hanging from like a hook on a ceiling, and the other part is fallen down. It looks like some sort of writing painted on the wall behind, not like words, but like letters.
And Parliament must be down there funking out.
And it looks like it's kind of obscured by the tarp, but it's on the wall. And you notice there's like behind the tarp is something on the wall, and over here there's like a candle sconce that looks like it's got the candle that's
Gotcha.
been burnt down over time, so it's a lot of wax dripping off of it.
Yep.
Kind of creepy looking. Under that is a table, tarp over it. It's kind of like, okay, what is this along the wall? So
I'll go over there, pull the tarp off the table,
Okay.
see what that's about.
pull the tarp off the table or off the wall?
The wall, but it was supposed to
You
really.
pull it off the wall, and it looks like Greek kind of lettering. And the first thing you notice is right about eye level, it says Beta Theta Theta. Like that must have been the old frat.
Okay.
So the Greek letters are B-O-O. Yeah.
Nice.
So it looks I'm telling you, it's Ghostbusters.
Getting close.
Better deal with it. The sconce, the other side has a sconce with the same kind of like they burn candles here. So this looks kind of like maybe an altar, but not, you would know with a cult, it's not a serious altar.
Okay.
This is probably where they did like their pledges and stuff
I
like
said,
that.
did they accidentally do something serious?
Now,
No,
that's a
doesn't
good
look like-
question.
You're
though.
looking, you're like, no, none of this is really
Okay.
occult based. Anyway, do anything else? There's the tarp on the table. You grab that.
I'll go for that one.
When you take it off, it's got like basically a book, an old ledger book that's covered in dust. And you notice on the table in front of it is a paddle. And it just says B-O-O, the Greek letters. And then after it is written H-O-O. Boo-hoo. So yeah, basically, it looks like it's for
I'm gonna start
initiation,
hazing.
or hazing and stuff like that.
I'm gonna go ahead and blow the dust off the book.
Okay. Yeah, it's just like everybody's like, ah.
Nice one. Good job. Sure.
Go ahead and flip it
I'm gonna have to
open.
wash these.
As you flip it open, it's just a series of names, and it looks like people who have pledged. And next to them is a number, and it at first when you flip it open, it's just there a name and a number. The biggest number you see is like 12. The lowest one is 2. And then you kind of flip to the back at the beginning of the book, and the first name is Erwin Spalding, and the number next to his name is 15. And above that, like a column for the rest of the book, it says Spanks Before Crying.
Oh.
Some of the names have like 1. Some of the names have 6. His had 15. He was like the first name in the book, so that he must have. And there's like 8 names under him And you can tell those are really faded. And then the names after, you can tell where they've like added names over the years. It is dated 1972. Is the first page.
Man, that's so far long ago.
I know.
Jesus.
I know.
Can't even wrap my mind around that age.
That's like ancient Methuselah stuff.
Yeah. That's pretty certain that when Dawn started was 1970.
I'm gonna kick all y'all's asses. I remember 72, so y'all can blow me.
So anyway,
That's the Raconteur Society.
right.
Yep.
Yeah, back in
So
my
anyway, it looks like a
day.
hazing station. As you're looking at that, everybody, except for you two, because you're looking at the wall and you're looking at that book, anybody intent on looking at that stuff with these guys?
I'm looking around.
Or you guys just kind of,
Yeah, looking
Boring.
around.
okay, everybody who's just looking around, make a brains check.
Brains check?
Yeah, so take your brains,
Oh,
that number,
shit.
roll that many dice. Your target number is going to be,
He's got some six-sided. You know what? I'll just go with the
let's say, 10.
fuck. Fails.
15 no ghosts.
Oh, shoot.
15 no ghosts.
7.
Oh shit! I didn't define which one is the ghost die.
Got 11.
Well, neither one was discussed in the okay.
Ghost is a 5.
You need a set of dice?
Yeah. Hey, at least my dice are in Galesburg now.
This is the
They're
second
with
time he's
Cindy's
shown up and forgot his dice.
Yeah.
No,
what kind of
technically
gamer
it's
are
the third.
you?
We're not
What kind of
gonna.
gamer are you?
I know.
So did you didn't
I'll go
roll?
home
You
now.
had what? 11.
11 and Ghost is 5.
Okay, so or
11 no ghosts.
16.
Oh, Aaron says, yo, Ghostbusters, hell yeah.
Yeah,
What's the target?
10.
Shit. No ghosts, but
Didn't
I
make it.
didn't make the. It didn't make it.
Sterling.
I was looking at the book.
Oh, you were looking at the book too. Okay, so and Tracy, you
I was
got
looking at
15.
it,
Okay, so these two are looking at the book. I'm gonna draw blanks on names all night. Not Dollweed, the Swede. Yep, Sweetie Pie. We'll call you Sweetie.
Sweetie pie.
Don't call me late for dinner.
Okay. So late for dinner.
You forget.
Late for dinner.
So you're looking at the book, and Sterling is looking over your shoulder, Dolph, to kind of like, oh, okay, looking at the book. You're kind of involved in whatever Edward's doing. He's already pulled the thing off, and he's like, well, it doesn't look like they were actually doing anything.
I'm fixing it before I get rid of it.
A bad imitation.
Yeah.
You're fixing it
Yeah, then I'll get rid of it.
to be an actual occult thing.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you can do that. So he looks for like, oh, there's an old Sharpie marker here. Yeah, I'll just add some runes in over here. And you're like, is that a good idea? I don't know.
All right. I'm. What could possibly go wrong?
We get more business.
Is it?
Liza.
Liza, not Liza.
We become the
And
business.
Tracy. You guys are standing there. As you're watching these guys, you're kind of in the back, and you kind of hear something move behind you. And as you turn around,
That too?
you see 3 of the tarps on the ground are rising up. And they're doing it in such a way, it looks like somebody's grabbed it and pulling it up.
I'm going to whack one.
You're going to turn around. It's basically like just a blanket hanging there and you hit it. There's nothing in it. It just falls to the ground. But when you do, it's like, I mean, dust is everywhere, flying everywhere.
He thought I was bad.
So everybody make
Oh
a
no, we
muscles
know you're
check.
bad.
Target number of 5.
1.
Okay. All right.
2 with ghost.
11 with ghosts.
11 with the ghost.
22 no ghosts.
2 with the ghost.
2 with the ghost.
What's the
22 no
muscles check? Oh
Yeah.
shit! All right.
13 with a ghost.
Which one is the yellow?
Okay, this is gonna be fun.
Oh. Shit.
Oh,
6.
You're going to that way all night now. Nobody can help you.
Which one is the ghost?
21, the yellow one.
Okay.
21, no ghost.
And you got a 22.
No ghost.
No ghost. So dust kicks up. You're kind of like, oh, what is that? Where'd that come from? But you hear that. Boom. You're kind of like looking around. You two made it, but with ghosts, right?
Yep.
And you did not make it with no ghost.
Yeah.
Failed, no ghost.
So, Dolph, you're over there. You can't even hardly see. Your eyes are watering. You're like, ugh. Okay, you guys are like coughing, but you're, oh, hey, what was that? But you both rolled a ghost. So immediately, you think Tracy must be playing a joke because you see a sheet, a tarp, kind of over something like a ghost, and you're like, Tracy, come on, quit clowning around.
Crazy tapped you on the shoulder.
Yeah. So you guys are like, will you stop playing around? This is serious. What'd you do that for? You're yelling at this thing you think is Tracy. You failed.
No, you
with the
can
ghost.
just roll them all at once.
You are coughing. You're like, you can't. And as you're coughing, you're like doing this with your marker on the wall, and you're like, and as you do, you kind of feel your hand is tingly, like, oh, I think I hit my funny bone too. What the hell? Everybody make. Well, let's see.
You're markered your marker.
You two are yelling at Tracy. You guys made it. Make a brains check. Target number of, I'll say, 7.
So am I making a brain check?
All that.
No, because you guys are coughing and
7. No ghost.
just Tracy and the sweet.
7 with a ghost.
I'm gonna end up being the only sane one down here.
So
That's not a good
as you
thing.
guys are like looking around, you're like, you out of the corner of your eye, you see something. You see something too. You see he's marking these runes that he did, and the runes are now glowing.
I'm good at what I
along
do.
with the BOO. It's actually got this weird, like, iridescent glow that's forming around it.
Fuck.
You see
Super.
Edward has become like Edward from Twilight. He's sparkling, and you swear to God he's possessed by
I'm
something.
gonna punch him in the forehead. That's possible.
It's basically
Vampires
the
don't
light
tingle.
from that is reflecting on him. So he's like, you think you see fangs forming?
Yeah, I'm punching him
Okay.
hard.
All right. So
I'm gonna whack him on top of the head.
whack him on top of the head.
Yeah.
You don't even have to roll.
Okay.
He rolls a 2 and a ghost. He's like, my funny bone.
Funny now?
Actually, I need to know how much you hit him by.
Oh shit.
So make a muscles check.
Great, he just killed him.
Yes.
Alright.
As I was casting the spell.
It worked. This is why you don't play with a cult.
And I'm taking away all your Sharpies. Oh.
25 with a ghost.
Fuck.
With a ghost.
With a ghost.
God damn.
Well, he's out cold. He's out cold.
I'm firing up my proton
I'll let
pack,
you
man.
know when you wake up
Okay.
and what happens.
Okay, so what happens? Knock you on top of the head, knock you clean out. I get down in your face. Dog it.
There you go.
Now you can
I guess that's the way to do it.
All right. You guys
Perfect timing.
are like,
He did
will you
get
knock
him
it
to
off?
Stop.
And all of a sudden, behind that tarp, you see another one rise up. And another one. And all the tarps in the room are forming into these, what look like guys in the sheets.
Well, you got one down, another multiply.
And as you do that, they are going to reach for you and try and wrap you in their towel, in their, like,
Zapped.
Tarps and towels, run!
they are actually going to grab all of you. So we are going to resolve that first because they're fast. Now, if you manage to get out of the way, you can react. But if they grab you, you're going to be wrapped up for a minute.
Ghost
okay?
Frat Boys.
So,
Oh, wonderful.
let's see. This is going to be an
Where's
opposed
that
roll.
beer?
It's all over him.
This is going to be an opposed
All over
roll.
me.
All over him.
Edward, you don't have to roll because you passed out, and the tarp next to you is like, ah. Which of the other tarps like?
We don't know.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So it's an opposed roll.
You're welcome.
Like I said, now you can do
I'm gonna actually box it.
You wake up, there's nothing down here anymore. What's going on?
My talent was making problems.
You did a great job of it.
Okay, so this is going to be opposed moves. Sorry, Dolph. There's going to be opposed death or moves roll. Moves, not death.
Would this be dodge?
I would allow you to dodge.
Awesome.
Yes, so you can use
Okay.
the dodge.
Well,
Everything
look out.
else is just trying to get out of
We're
the way.
supposed to be doing the other TPK.
Yeah.
I'm actually boxing at it.
That's fine.
What's my target?
Well, it's opposed, so just add up your dice and tell me what you get.
Shit on a brick. Wait, hold on. Uh-oh. I grabbed a rune dice. Oh, I'm going to go with that being a 6.
That
Okay,
is a
so
6.
6, 12.
Well, actually, the yellow was the ghost die,
Try
right?
to wrestle the thing.
That's 20.
You can try to wrestle the tarp like a cow.
25.
Yeah, I'll probably wrestle it.
The
Which your
Yeah,
other
yellow was the
dice-
ghost die, right?
I know.
So you don't count the
so
6
you'll
there.
get-
Oh, I don't count the
Yeah,
6.
it would come up a
So
ghost, so it counts as
19.
0.
Ah, dang it. I'm going to have to roll again.
19 with a goat.
Okay.
I don't like this.
1
Again.
with a ghost?
No, just one.
Thank
Because I only roll one dice, so I have to
But it
roll
could have been a
the.
ghost.
Well, then it wouldn't have been a one.
Well, I
21
thought you
no
were saying
ghost.
one die.
Then it would have been a no.
20 no ghost.
21 no ghost.
21 no ghost. 19 with a
19
ghost.
ghost.
1.
Is there such a thing as a
15
critical
no
miss in this game?
Okay.
Oh, is that what the ghost
So I
die
have
is?
to
ghost
read
die.
I got you.
it.
Okay.
That's the critical fumble.
Nobody wants to hit a
Count the
dead
ghost
thing.
if- well, I'm all there because you're trying to use your. It
was college.
Sure, Derek.
Okay,
on
so
the
6.
tarp. So 6 altogether, and then
And I was
one of
breeding
them is
plants.
your-
I was bored.
So that's why I use the other die.
The one here.
Yeah.
That's your ghost die.
Okay.
Here.
So that plus 5.
Dennis.
Where's the Mountain Dew? I'm running somebody. That first drink.
Oh, they gave you a bunch of little tiny dice.
Thank you.
They must not like you.
How to find a group like this to hang out with?
Here,
Look
thank
at
you.
your local gaming shop.
There.
Thank you.
That's true.
Thank you. Oh, shoot.
We should do a tour.
Working on it.
We
See.
have gas money.
Raconteur on the road.
It's
25 and a ghost.
We're setting up something in the Big River right now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was a
roll
ghost.
Dude.
If it was a ghost, I would roll
That's
with
the
it.
ghost.
I want to gain more info right now.
Okay. All right.
Well, we'll release the information.
Fine. Keep your secret.
So yeah, 25
With a
with a
ghost.
ghost.
25 with the ghost.
Huh?
It's a D0.
All right. 25 with a ghost.
Nothing good comes out.
15 no ghost. 1. 21 no ghost.
21 no
The
ghost.
dice.
19 with a
ghost.
ghost. Okay. All right. Let me figure this
I want to get
Uh-oh. He's got to stop and
as many
think.
of those
So,
as I can.
21 no
Up on
ghost.
the bridge going into Galesburg. Can wait for rush hour.
15 no ghost. You're like, ha. And as you do, you notice the tarp does, it's kind of like the guy in the sheet. It boxes you back and kind of does the, and as you are boxing and doing the, it actually does a boop, 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 and wraps you up.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
it rolled higher than 15.
30. Okay.
I've been outboxed.
Oh, excuse me.
Calm down. You're unconscious.
Is the ghost promoter Don? What's his nuts? Or?
Okay.
You guys are having a bad
You actually managed to kind of like, yeah, get in the stance. You wrestle and you're kind of like doing this, grabbing around what would be the shoulders, and you're like, you almost have it. You're like, yeah, take that, and take that, and then all of a sudden it's like, you're like, and it wraps around you. So it's like 2 heads, and you're like, oh crap, and it actually wrestles you and wraps you up. You're like, no question. You guys are like,
Take.
huh. You, 21, no ghost.
21 no ghost.
Okay, same thing. You're like, ooh, 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 doing your,
Yeah.
and the thing actually does the,
How'd that go?
kind of wraps you up. You guys are just limbs
Dealing
and
with
everything.
memories.
Wraps you up.
Okay.
19 with a ghost?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, and you had a ghost too, didn't you, Anastasia?
Yes.
Okay, so when it wraps you up, it basically has you in like the leg lock, and you're like, ow! I give, where's the ref? So it actually pins you in a wrestling move that you were going to try and use on it. So you're basically like, I think my foot's going to sleep. You, 19 with a ghost, basically it kind of like sizes you up and just kind of sidesteps you a couple times, wraps around you, and as it does, it like wraps around you and spinning like a top.
Oh, goody.
Wraps around you.
Oh, there's gonna be some puke flying out soon.
Yeah. You do notice that they had some like coasters for their beers, and you managed to step on one. So your foot is on a coaster that's spinning on the floor.
You ever seen that scene in Stand By Me, the Pukorama?
Yeah.
All right.
I had a big lunch with ice cream.
You guys are wrapped up. You really can't see anything, and you feel yourself getting jostled around and everything, and you're like, what the hell? And the next thing you know, you get like, it's kind of like when you're on a kid on a sheet and they pull it and you go wink and fly up in the air. You notice it unwraps, pulls tight, throws you like a trampoline, and when you open your eyes, you're outside in the front yard and you land in that trash heap. And basically, each one of you, except for Edward.
Perfect.
Did we just get kicked out of the basement? I've been thrown out some shitty places, but this is a new one.
Funny, you chiropractor after this.
You wake up.
Yes.
You're not, you don't understand why it's not tea time yet. You are British. You think you're completely British, and you are in Victorian England.
Wonderful.
Yes, and you're in a very dank basement. There's some candelabras here, but it doesn't look like your study, so you don't know what you're doing here. And you are very pompous, so you stand up and start to head for the stairs.
Perfect.
Okay. When you get upstairs, you kind of remember being here. You don't know why you're here.
Okay.
And you do know you came with some blokes and a lass, and you were here to look into something, but you don't remember exactly what.
Do I question my jumpsuit? I look down, kind of brush myself
Well,
off.
obviously your chimney sweep. And
Yeah.
this must have been the chimney, because that's why you're covered in dust. So apparently the job is done, and they left you high and dry.
Am I a skydiving one because I have a parachute with me?
No, you don't know what that is. As far as you know, you have a backpack, and you don't know what gear's in there, so
Okay.
you don't know where that came from, but it's comfortable.
Here, pull that little lever.
So you walk up out the front door and look over, and there's the trash heap. And your companions are there.
What happened? Yeah, I recognize them. What are we doing outside? I thought we had business inside.
We do.
Then what are you outside
We
for?
started jumping up.
You all notice he's speaking with a very British accent.
I don't think that's him anymore.
Are you making fun of me?
I'm gonna walk up to him
I'm just having a piss, mate.
and look into his eyes like this.
Like, hit you.
Well, I say you have poor manners, sir.
I'm gonna slap him. Oh, bomb on the head again. Might reset him. He trained back up. He trained goes. Yeah.
Okay. You don't know why you're on planet Earth. The UFO should have landed somewhere.
Oh, this is easy.
Is he still standing there? At our
He's still standing
Okay,
there.
I'm looking at him again.
Okay.
So
Real
recognize them?
close.
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah. So,
Okay. I'm heading back in.
All right.
All right. We got some. Light 'em up.
I'm going back, and I got to tell the story yet.
Do you guys just bonk each other in the head or anything?
Well, he bonks me on the head.
Yeah, I
bonk him really hard back.
Oh, shit.
okay.
What the hell? You're Edward again.
Oh.
You're back.
So, any neurologist worth his salt is going to tell you can't reverse brain damage by inflicting more brain damage.
Right. So most of you are firing up here like and walking right back into the house. Okay. So as you do, you walk in the door, and inside you hear a lot of laughter from all over the house. Guffaws, giggling, kind of
Real funny.
This is
See how
sounds
funny
like
you think this is.
And as you do that, and you look over toward the living room. Remember that scene in Evil Dead 2 when the cabin is laughing and like everything, like the cupboards are laughing?
Yep.
You know, looks
Love
like that in there. Looks a lot
Cool.
like that.
All right.
I think you hit me too hard.
All right.
So what do you guys do? PK meter?
Yep.
It's reading about 5 or 6 again. So it's
I mean, is there any trying to localize anything? So
We need to start harvesting.
seems
here,
like
kids.
it's in the house. A lot of the energy right now is in that room.
Slime it.
All right.
Take
Yes.
You've got the phone buster.
Go get him, Tracy.
So you start shooting slime everywhere. Okay, basically you start coating the walls with slime.
Hanky slime.
Yeah.
I'm flipping through my notes on like laughter, just entities that appear with kind of laughter, fun, parties, things like that. Tricksters, yeah.
Black rats.
Flipping
They're
through.
always a hoot.
Yeah.
Dead frat boys.
Say-
That's what we got here, guys. It's dead frat
As you start
boys.
sliming everything, you hear the laughter turn to kind of like, whoa, dude! Buddy, yeah! Let's take this party elsewhere, man. And you see basically the ghosts exit various items in the room and fly out through the wall. Like,
heading out after.
head out after them? Okay. So, if anybody wants to fire a weapon, you can.
Yep.
That's a move. That's a moves.
Moves. If you have fire weapon, you can use that. And you are going to head out.
I'm not trying to.
Yeah, and let me tell you this. When they head out, it's not like 2 or 3 ghosts. Like, the ashtray has a spirit. The books have like
Each
several.
individual book has a spirit.
The lamp has a spirit. You estimate there's probably 20 spirits in this room.
So, Veggie Power asked if this was an AA meeting,
It might well be.
and Brock Throttle said, "Who's manning the internet tonight?" Brock Throttle.
Don't know.
Bobby
Manning
would
the
be who's not here. She's doing it remotely.
Ah, yes.
Unless she's at home.
Bobby's chatting in TikTok now. Anyway.
Yeah. So,
All right.
so those of you who are firing,
How many ghosts can we trap in a single trap?
theoretically up to 3, depending on how powerful they are. If they're pretty powerful, maybe not.
I'm going to deploy 2 traps. Set them off.
Okay. All right.
Are they still in the process of exiting, or am I about to open a trap in an empty frickin' room?
No, you might be able to catch a couple. All right. You're not going to be able to get them all by any means.
Well, no, but
Okay. So go ahead and roll your shooting. You are going to need a 13 or better
Oh,
because they're moving pretty quick, and you're like, geez, picking a target.
son of a biscuit.
I'm flipping through a way to try to bind the spirits to the location, not necessarily trap them to the house so they can't go off campus. If I can flip through something,
You can find a spell like that.
Well, that
it's going to
was
take
one.
time. Because
Yeah,
it's
that-
a ritual.
yeah.
By the time you get the spell ready, they're going to be gone.
okay.
Yeah, so it won't work.
We'll have to come back.
If they come back, maybe.
I'll set it up just in case. I'll leave a few key things out of it just in case it doesn't get.
You run to the kitchen, grab the canister of Morton salt you saw. You can go outside and put a salt ring around the house. So you can do that while
Yep, I'll do that.
Going old school. There you go.
they're. Okay, so who made it? No.
10 ghosts.
12's on both, but no ghosts.
Well, this is just one for shooting. The trap is different.
Oh,
Yeah, so 12. If you got 12 on both, you got
Well-
12 on your shooting.
and now the wall's on fire.
Okay. Slime.
11 no ghosts.
11 no ghost. Okay, so you take a couple shots. You're moving a little too fast. You do notice you hit like 4 or 5 of them dead on, and it doesn't affect them at all. There are a couple that get shot and they move around, but there are like 3 or 4 or 5 that you hit with a proton stream, and it doesn't affect them at all. And they're very hazy. You can't make out any detail, but those are like a little bigger than the other ghosts. So they all kind of move out.
Uh-oh.
So, yes, the walls are now coated in slime. The bookcase is kind of on fire.
I slime it.
It doesn't put the fire out.
Oh.
Yeah, see? And it's just dripping, and now it looks like napalm. It's dripping with the goo and the carpet, and the carpet is smoldering.
Checking my pack for fire extinguisher. Probably not.
Didn't bring one.
Forgot that one.
No.
There's one in the RV though.
Okay. All right. So the rest of you guys, what do? They flew out the window. As you are putting salt around,
Yes.
they're like, "Oh man, that's not fair," and they fly off. It looks like they're heading toward campus.
I'll take off after them on
Okay.
foot.
Now, did you want to go out and see where they were headed?
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
Yeah,
Was
so you
following.
run out. You guys see that. You guys, after you shoot, can run out, and you'll see that too. So everybody, if you're going to follow to the campus, you can grab the fire extinguisher and do the. Do you put out the fire first? Okay, you go in, spray the whole thing with foam, and it's the most nasty smelling
Burnt items and foam.
slime, burnt hair, chemical, with maybe some like hot dog water thrown in.
You gotta have the hot dog water.
So we basically just ruined the inside of these kids' house.
They were working on it.
Well, then they're going to have to work on more.
So basically, you guys run out. You can see where the ghosts are kind of going down the lane toward the campus. They're flying at a pretty good clip. I mean, if you want to pile in the RV, you can do that, or you can just run after them, whatever you want to do. Who wants to do what?
Is my hand still tingling?
No, it was just when you had the marker.
Okay.
As soon as you dropped the marker, it went away.
Perfect.
Magic
I'm running after him.
Running after him.
Okay.
I'll start it on, and then I'll turn around for the RV.
Okay.
Sweet, don't run after nobody. I'm getting in the bus.
So these guys start heading in. Are you going to drive or are you going to run?
I'll drive if there's people in there.
Okay. How about you two?
I'm
So you
running.
guys pick me up.
Running.
That's-
So you two take off at a run,
close.
and you're actually managing to fairly keep up. You're not losing sight of them, but they are a little quicker than you flying. But you guys can run after them. You guys get in.
God damn it.
Yeah, it starts.
Okay, good.
You're like pumping the gas, and it's like, all right, and the RV is just doing that. All right. Yep, now we can go. So you
It's like
get
the
up
Mobile
going.
Evans.
Honestly, by the time you guys get down the lane, it kind of turns and there's the campus again. You'll get there about the time the RV pulls up behind you, and the ghosts look like they actually fly into one of the buildings.
What building is it?
It looks like a regular building. It doesn't have anything on it. Although as you get closer, you do see there's a sign, like a plaque on the wall. It's like auditorium, cafeteria, and a couple names for offices.
Okay.
You do see, you do see the names Dean Wormer and Assistant Dean Ulick.
How big is this building?
It's like a 2-story building, pretty good size.
Okay.
Imagine one of the bigger buildings at Carl Sandburg, kind of thing.
Okay.
So like the admin building,
Yeah,
basically.
basically. So they go through the wall, looks like on the first floor.
Keep
You guys
following.
running in after them. The RV, you pull up out in front, pile out, and go in.
Yep.
Okay, you all go in, and as you kind of run into the building, you hear shouting, and all of a sudden, double doors on both sides open up, and people pour out towards you. I mean, college kids are like, ah!
Are there trees nearby?
There's some trees outside.
I jump in the tree.
Well, you're in the building. You just went in and like, well, here's the
Oh, they're in
hallway,
the building.
and it's just like a fire drill happened, and you guys are standing at the exit. So you've got tons of people running at you. What do you do?
Try to get over to the side next to the wall.
Okay, flatten up against the wall.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Something, or are you doing anything else?
I hold so
Yes,
perfectly still.
I'm actually.
You know, not everybody's visual acuity is based on movement.
T-Rex is like, I can't find that guy.
I swear it's awesome, buddy.
Actually, I'm pulling out the bullhorn
What was that?
I was wondering.
and using my array skill from Cool
All
Talent,
right. Okay.
and I'm going to deliver a speech on why they need to get out of the way of the Ghostbusters.
Actually, come on.
Go ahead and roll.
Oh, good. Okay. This ought to be fun.
Just tell me what you get.
So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. Oh, we're gonna get a copyright violation now.
Probably.
Oh, goody. All right.
Well, you didn't sing it well. See, we did that last time we played Exalted. We
All
chanted
busted out the
Led-
song and got a
the Led
copyright.
Zeppelin, and they were like,
that-
"No, you can't use that." I'm like, "We sang it, but we sang it really well, apparently."
So 30.
Weird.
30. Okay.
Wow.
They start pouring out, running, screaming. You pull out. May I have your attention? The Ghostbusters are here to deal with the problem, but in this vicinity, by the state of Missouri, the city of St. Louis, we've been duly authorized. Kind of a Danny Aykroyd, Ray Stantz kind of speech. They literally are running. They stop in their tracks, look at you for a second, see you piled up against the side. You're like. And they basically stop and go, "We're so sorry. They're right in there. Excuse us. Excuse us." Cool. That's neat. Good job. Good job. Thank you. Thank you.
And I go marching towards the.
And kind of file out presently. And you see one of apparently the school officials, you know, like the hall kid, who are like, "Single file, everybody. Come on, single file. We got to get to class. We're not going to be late. This is an excused absence." They all pile up gently. You hear like a plate crash in the room they came out of. Looks like this is the cafeteria.
Perfect.
You go down, and there's two double doors.
I'm going for the kitchen. I'm finding those big old boiling salts, and I'm going to do the hallways. Like,
Okay.
that's
Well,
what I'm
first of
doing.
all,
Food fight. Oh.
which way do you go? Are you going to split up? Or you all want to go to one double doors, one way or the other?
You got 2 sets?
Stay together if I can.
Okay. So there's 2 sets
deal with
down
the
here,
majority.
2 sets down here.
Whatever's closest.
Doesn't really matter. You're right in the middle. So how about this? You're going right. Okay. So students file out. They're like, "Oh my God!" Excuse me. "Oh my God!" You know, they run outside and freak out. You guys go down.
Collective trauma.
Yeah. You guys go down to the double doors, and you're like, "All right." And it's one of those double doors. It's cafeteria doors, so it's got that real narrow window that's like frosted, so you can't really see who's going in first.
We should probably come up with a plan. Okay.
You just kick the door in.
Yeah.
All right, there, Leroy Jenkins. Go for it.
So actually, yeah, I would go in. So the students had them open, they closed, and you get up there, kick the door in, and
The wrong way?
The door kicks you in.
nope. Let's see.
I was gonna say, if it's a public building and it's an exit door, it would swing out, so you prevent it from people
Roll your
getting
moves,
trapped.
please.
So, yeah, you're
Opposed
not going to be
check.
able to, unless you're really just going to bust it off its hinge. Yeah,
3.
Okay.
and he didn't. Okay, anyway.
So Dolph goes up. Come get some. Ugh. Custard pie. I mean, completely in the face. And it's like, that's not bad. As you guys are behind him, you can see in the room there is food flying past the doors
Food fight.
everywhere. Yeah, it basically looks like a food fight is going on. As you kind of creep and look in, there's nobody throwing the food. It's just moving, but it's being thrown. So, you wanted to go to the kitchen and get some salt?
Yep,
You got to cross this.
that's fine.
Okay.
Happily.
So, here's the question. Are you going to try and dodge as you go,
No.
or are you just going to try and run for it?
I'm going to run for it.
Okay. You kind of, there's the door right there. All right. Cover me. You bolt. All right. Roll your muscles. And your target number is going to be 15.
Yeah, we're not getting there, boss.
Oh, 1 with
Run with
the
the
ghost.
ghost.
That's a wonderful.
So you made it 2 steps in.
I would just like to point out that is the absolute worst roll
Thank
that
you.
you could get.
Thank
A
you.
1 with a ghost.
I appreciate
Well,
Congratulations.
technically,
A ghost. But I mean, if you have more than 1 die, that's horrible. And let me point this out. We won't use it for this because this is just comedy gold right here. If you are going to make a roll like that, don't forget, you can spend brownie points. Every brownie point you spend gives you an extra die to roll. So
Oh,
keep that in mind.
now you tell.
Well, that's fine. Now,
No, he said that
now,
at the beginning.
the
This
brownie
is the perfect scenario for
Here's
this.
the brownie points for this. So you roll a 1 and a ghost. So far, it's been like, oh, I coughed, I sneezed. This could get really dicey. So I'm going to tell you what. Oh, I'm sorry. Unintentional. So I'm going to tell you what happens. If you want to avoid this fate, come up with a good story of how it works in your favor, or at least it doesn't kill you, and then I can award you some brownie points depending on what you say. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna like cover me, run in. As you run, it's like egg, bacon, like salami, lettuce, some kind of pudding. You don't know what's in it. Oatmeal, a hamburger. You are just getting caked with food. And as you go, somebody has the audacity to throw an empty banana peel. In front of you. If your peel hits it, you go sliding toward the doors, super speed now, because somebody is pouring like lard. It's just like a bucket of lard in front of you. So you're on the string of lard, banana peel, riding your heel, getting caked in just food, nasty food, and you're headed right for the doors. And as you get to the kitchen doors, they open for you.
Oh, dear.
And
Been real nice knowing you.
and all of a sudden, this bucket wheels in front of you and tilts towards you, and it is a trash bucket, and it is full of like nasty leftovers. Somebody actually made it. You see a barf bag that is
Somebody
broken
puked
open
in
in
it.
there,
Yeah.
and you're headed right for the bucket.
Oh.
So, if you want to accept that fate, please do. If you want to get away from this, you're already sliding. Now,
Deploy the
tell us-
parachute. I would like to.
Now, Cliff went from the worst role ever in Ghostbusters to the most ingenious way to do it. And it was all planning, right?
Yes.
We knew that that parachute was coming in at some
You don't take a parachute unless you know you're going to use it.
So he's like, that's stupid.
So I'm taking the beach kit next.
All right, so I'm going to give you 5 brownie points for that. You haven't spent any, so instead of 20,
Item
now
2, you're
25.
Okay.
So now, if you want to spend brownie points, it's like, oh, I got extra ones to spend.
My question is, can I roll my brains to calculate the right time to deploy that?
No, it's you spend
Okay.
brownie points to avoid it. You just kind of, oh my god. And the parachute actually kicks out, and you guys see the parachute is almost like a shield. All the food's hitting the parachute now, and you actually slow down and manage to step off the banana peel with your both feet on both sides of the lard, and you're like, ha ha! And then the bucket of lard basically lifts over your head and just still rolled a ghost.
Fair enough.
So you get lard dumped on you as a punishment, but you manage to save.
Avoid the puke bucket.
Yeah, that's
There you
the
go.
important thing.
Nick Skydal 0 said the redhead is a wizard in training.
Is that me, or I guess I'm the only redhead
What?
wizard in training?
The redhead is a wizard in training.
There is a wizard in training.
Who's got red hair?
Bill used to.
Yeah, it's red right here.
Well,
Red or just hair?
anyway.
So anyway, Alakazam.
Boom. I'm in the kitchen.
So okay, so basically you managed to just do the parachute. The parachute falls slowly
Got
to the
that
ground.
salt yet, you slacker? Come on.
At that point, the food kind of stops, and you see in like the cafeteria at random points, you see these ghosts materialize. Sort of, they become more. They're transparent, but you can see them better. And I drew a picture of the main ghosts. These are the guys you see.
Okay.
Oh, lovely.
Okay.
Aren't they pretty?
Yeah. So You can pass it around. They look very 70s. They're all the tired 70s. They're kind of glowing. The guy with the fro and the big Mungo Jerry sideburns looks like he's kind of the main guy. And they kind of like, oh, well, you're here to break up the party again, huh? Well, you guys are pretty cool.
This girl never dies.
You guys are pretty cool. Maybe you want to join our frat, huh? You want to pass the initiation? And as you guys are standing there, you feel the straps on your proton packs are loosening, like come loose.
Oh shit!
And they start to slide off your back. You feel like you're the slime blower, the big hose that attaches to the slime blower. You hear a little quick squealing, and it falls off.
Oh no!
You guys see some of your equipment is kind of like your ghost trap just suddenly falls to the ground. And as you do that, you realize it's them. They're taking away your equipment. They're like, hey, maybe you want to join the frat, huh? Join our frat. We can initiate you into the fraternity of the damned. And they basically start to change. They have the power to terrorize, like the librarian ghost. Oh. Their teeth start getting more jagged. Their gaunt features exaggerate. Their mouths open wider. They start to grow spikes out of their Letterman jackets. And they're just looking really intimidating. And you guys realize your equipment's not really working right now. Anybody who pulls the trigger is like... And they are closing in. And just then, you hear a voice... wow, look at those hot girls down the hall. And all the ghosts stop, go, what? And they take off out into the hall. They swarm past this little unassuming guy. He's kind of balding on top, a little bit of a paunch belly. He's dressed in a suit, and he's got glasses on, and he kind of looks at them as they walk by, or float by, and he looks at you guys, like, come on, grab your stuff, go. And he runs over to one of the side doors of the cafeteria. He runs over there, opens it up, and he's like, come on.
Yeah.
You guys run out.
I grab all my stuff and him and start running.
Yeah, everybody. It's like Scooby-Doo.
Right.
So you guys grab your stuff and head out that way. And as he gets out there and goes to close the door, you hear from out in the hall, oh, see no girls. He slams the door and he's like, come with me. I think I know who that was, but I'm not sure. And he's kind of like, takes you down some hallways, and he's like, okay, upstairs. And he takes you up, and you get to a door that says Assistant Dean Ulick. And he opens it up, and he's like, come in here. Whew, that was scary. You all pile into his office. It's pretty small, but you can all fit. And he kind of closes the door and locks it, and he's like, yeah, I never thought it was true. I didn't think it was true, but I guess it is true. The Tri-Kappa Brews were telling me that they were haunted, and me and Dean Wormer are like, yeah, whatever. It's an excuse. I feel bad for him. I know who that was.
Who was it?
He reaches over and pulls off his bookshelf like a bunch of old yearbooks. And he's like, up there. Pulls out a yearbook from 1972. And he puts it down, opens it up, and he's like, points. And you see this guy, but he looks human. And underneath it says Erwin Spalding. Beta, theta, theta. And you see what looks like some of these other ghosts are around him in that picture. It's like their fraternity picture. So you see this guy, but he has flesh. This guy's not as rail thin. This guy is still fat with bad acne, but he doesn't look like that. And this guy's got his hair all styled in 70s and all beautiful. So you kind of see these guys and you're like, okay, these are the human versions of what we just saw, but there were other ghosts too. And you see other pictures on the page for Beta, Theta, Theta, but they're just like nondescript guys. And he's like, that was Erwin Spalding. The Beta, Theta, Thetas were like one of the worst chapters we've ever had at Faber College in the 70s. They never studied.
Happened?
Well, they never studied. They pranked everybody all the time. And when it came time to final exams, they realized they weren't gonna graduate. So what they did was they broke into the dean's office. Dean Wormer's father was the dean at that time. They broke into his office to steal the test results so they could cheat. Well, they got caught. So they got expelled from Faber College. They swore that they would get revenge and torment the administration forever. They'd come back and get us and drive us crazy. Then they got in their VW bus, got drunk, and crashed into a wall and killed everybody on board the bus, which was most of them. They were all in this bus that they drove around. And they all died. Well, we hadn't heard anything from them. The old their old frat house sat empty. Well, this year, these kids, these Tri Cup of Brews, they call themselves, enrolled in Faber College, and they needed a place to stay. Well, Dean Wormer didn't like the way they looked. He didn't trust them. He thought they were just no good ne'er-do-wells. I tried to talk him out of it, but he said, the only place we have is that old frat house. They can fix it up if they want. So we moved him in there. He's upset because they left it an eyesore, but I've been in there. It looks great. It looks amazing. They've been doing all the work on the inside.
Well, it used to. Whoops.
Well, it must have been these guys.
Yes.
Of course.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He says,
Give the governor a hurrah.
you guys are tormenting us. And that's what it is. I bet they're back. And I bet as soon as they started fixing up the house, somehow it brought them back. I never really believed in this stuff, okay? I never really believed in it. I read on it for a thesis paper years ago. But now that you guys are here and I saw it for myself, this is real. These things are real.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Where's the bus?
I don't know. The bus was trashed, but it was totaled. And
I think we need to go back to the house and grab that paddle. I need to take a look at that.
Paddle? Well, they did say they wanted to graduate. Because we expelled them and they didn't graduate, they were going to torment us.
Well,
I wonder if they...
grant them posthumous diplomas, and we'll be home time for lunch.
That's a good idea.
Wait, am I smart enough to have
We
that
should
kind
hold
of
a
an idea?
ceremony for it.
Probably not. Well, I do have a master's
Let's
degree.
make it official.
Yes.
They have to go to classes and take their final exams.
No.
No, but we make them the simplest exams. They can't even fail these exams.
What is your name? What is your quest? What is your favorite? Feet of an unlived swallow. African and European. Oh shit!
Yeah, we
you're
can't
right.
ask them that. But yeah, something like that. Give them some sort of classes that they have to pass, and it'd just be the simplest. I mean,
Or an apology
guys
from the
seem to
dean's
tell.
office.
Huh?
An apology from the dean's office.
That might get him here.
Yes.
Then we spring him with the final exam.
I make
let
it
me go talk to Dean Wormer, and I'll meet you guys.
Do you need help from a fellow academic? Ish.
Ish.
Tell you what, I'll go get Dean Wormer. I'll meet you.
Is there a place that we can do this that's confined so we
Yes.
can have control of the
Yes, we do have a
situation?
building that's not in use right now, and there's an auditorium in there, so we can do it there and set up classes there. All right. All of a sudden, he's got like a radio on his, like a walkie-talkie on a different channel, and you hear, "Yeah, this is security. Can we get as many security officers at the girls' dorm room as humanly possible now?" He's like, "I'll grab Dean Wormer and meet you there."
What walkie-talkie station is that?
6.
6, okay. I'll change my
Yeah, turn it on.
6 here.
Yeah, this is security. What's going on? I have no idea. It's hot and disturbing. That's all I know. Dude, we'll be right there.
Here, give me that radio.
Good gosh.
At the old auditorium, everybody's coming.
Who is this? Is this a Tri-Cup of Brews? Get off this channel.
We need time to set up a trap for these
Well,
guys.
then let's
though.
haul ass over there and get setting.
Okay, so he's going to go dewormer. You guys go to the girls' dorm. He's like, it's right across that yard right there.
Got an idea.
So you guys run across.
All right, so we get into the auditorium. What's the auditorium laid out?
Well, are you going to the girls' dorm or the auditorium?
I'm going to the auditorium to prep to start doing a trap or something.
Who else has traps?
Well, actually,
Okay.
you guys know that some of these ghosts are immune to your proton streams. Traps aren't going to do anything.
A cult trap.
Maybe
Try
not.
that. But you also know
yes,
if you
good
can
point.
get a ghost to make peace, it will leave on its own.
Backup.
You could do backup. I'm just saying, if you can get them to graduate college, they might just.
Did you grab any of that salt?
Yes.
We need a lot of salt.
I grabbed all the salt from
You
the
got
cafeteria.
all the salt. Okay, I got a plan.
Okay.
Auditorium.
You guys are going to the auditorium.
The
Dorm.
girls' dorm.
Girls' dorm.
All right.
Okay.
part?
Part of the auditorium.
Auditorium. Okay.
All right.
Oh, great.
So you guys go to the auditorium, and long story short, it's kind of a building that's being renovated. So it's got classrooms upstairs and downstairs, and then a big auditorium, and it's kind of old looking. They're just kind of refurbishing it. So it's still usable, but there's a lot of mops and buckets and stuff around.
I want to focus on the auditorium.
Okay.
Like more so than the classrooms.
Why don't you guys, do you have a plan?
I got a plan. All right, take that salt, ward all the windows and the doors except the main door.
Yep.
Leave that open. Put a bucket of salt next to the door because we're going to need it. All right. Once we have all that done, then we need to get the ghosts to come here. So, let's see.
Well, don't worry about that part.
You guys are on top of that?
You guys have a walkie-talkie with you?
I remember.
Yes.
So we got communication.
So we're
Unix said if they do the classes, they would end up in the auditorium to get their diplomas.
Yeah.
Yep. So we need
if
to
you guys do the classes like you're supposed to, they'll be here.
So we need to proctor some exams and put together an impromptu graduation.
Puts on the professor's looking outfit.
So you got your robe and your mortarboard. All right.
No, not
cool.
the graduation outfit, a professor's outfit.
Well, traditionally in the 70s, yeah, they taught with those things on.
No, I'm way more like the patch sweater, the arm patch sweater.
Well, all right, if you want to be contemporary.
Over the girls' dormitory. And you guys get there. And girls are running out in all sorts of, mostly in towels. Most of them are screaming. You see up in the windows above, you're like, thanks, girls, see you at the prom. And it's a lot of these guys out the windows. You also notice some of them are wearing bed sheets like togas. So they're up there just catcalling and all that stuff. When they see you come up, you see Dean Ulick and then another guy, a very gruff, stern-looking guy with like gunmetal gray hair, kind of swept back, little heavy set, very unhappy. And he's like, is this what's going on? Is this what we're doing? He's like, it's the only way, Dean. I mean, what else? Do you have a better idea? He's like, no, I guess. So you think this will work? If we get them to take these phony classes and graduate, they might just leave.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
All right.
Maybe.
Well, I'm in. Where are they? He looks up and he's like, oh my God. He's like,
Bullhorn.
okay, bullhorn.
And I'm going to announce that the Beta Theta Thetas are going to be taking their final exams at the auditorium and need to proceed there in order to see if they can graduate, if they're able to, or if they are capable of it.
They all look at each other in the window, and you see a couple like popping their heads out of the wall, like, sure. Like, yeah, we haven't studied. No, don't worry about it. We'll bluff our way through. We got to graduate. So they all basically just through the wall and head over your heads like they're going to the auditorium. Actually, before they do, they land in front of all you guys, and they're like, "Is this for real, Dean Wormer?" And he's like, "Yes, it's absolutely real. You're gonna graduate. You just gotta pass some tests, some final exams." Well, who's our professors? Dean Ulick's like, these gentlemen. They look a little weird for professors, but then professors are always weird. They're always stiffs.
School of Hard Knocks.
Yeah, he's like, the professors are all stiffs. And one of the girls like, well,
I can teach you about all the good dope strains.
Huh?
I can teach you guys about all the good dope strains. Botany. You know? Crossover
Where do
from
we
one
go?
game to another.
Report to classroom A first. I'm like, all right. And they basically fly over there. And Dean Ulick's like, it's working. What do you guys know? What are your talents in anything?
I have studied extensively in parapsychology, and I'm currently working on a thesis that would explain why they...
Great. Can you dumb it down a lot for these guys and ask them a question about parapsychology?
Sure.
Well, they're ghosts. They ought to know something about it.
Well, they're not that bright. How about you guys? Do you know anything?
Boxing.
Boxing. A couple tips and just ask them a true or false question. Okay. Yeah. How about you?
Animals.
Great. Do animals
Zoology.
breathe?
There
They
you
gotta
go.
get that right.
What color
What about your friends?
is
let's get over
plant leaf?
why don't we do this? You're up first.
Okay.
Go to classroom A. And we'll have you guys go to B, C, D, E, and they'll go to each class. And when they're done, we'll go to the auditorium and do the ceremony. All right. God, I hope this works. I hope this works. Let's go. So you guys get to the building. You go to classroom A. As you go up there, the rest of you guys can go down and explain to these guys what's happened. So they want each of you to report to a classroom and just have a question for them.
Before we do that, go ahead and ward the main entrance.
Yes.
With the salt.
Tracy will also participate in that.
All right.
Okay, so we've warded the front door now that all the ghosts are in the academic building.
Trapped.
They're trapped, but they don't know they're trapped, and they're only going to find out if they try to escape. So don't screw it up.
Okay. Anyway. All right. So you get to classroom A. Everybody else takes your positions. You get
my own classroom.
You're like, beating the chalkboard. You have the chalk eraser.
No, he starts writing on the chalk. He can write English. So
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
All right.
Just can't talk it.
So you get up to classroom A.
Throw.
They're all in there, sitting there, staring at you in like the lecture hall. And they're all just staring. Most of them have surly looks. There's a couple who are like, we're ready for class. Some of them are like, whatever. But they're all very intent. So you go up behind the podium. Dean Ulick and Wormer will kind of stand by the door and like, go ahead.
Okay.
They're all like, One of the ghosts is folding a paper airplane, and he kind of like goes to throw it, and another ghost just points at it, and it just turns to ash and vapor. He's like, we're in class, stupid. We're trying to graduate. Knock it off.
Listen up.
All the ghosts are like, ooh, I like her.
Now, very simple. And it's only a few questions. You get these right, you're going to pass. What sound does a cow make?
They gotta look at each other, and one of them's like, no, shut up, Audie. Moo. Moo. It's moo.
Good. What do cows eat?
Grass? Right, yeah. See, I know what I'm
There you go. Good. You got a couple more questions.
Oh, man, there's more than two?
There's two more, and they're fun questions.
Okay.
Now,
Right.
what do chickens lay?
Each other. Oh, wait.
And
Besides that,
There's
it is a two-part question.
They're snickering, and they're like, eggs.
Good. What does a rooster sound like when it's morning?
One of them actually imitates a rooster, like, perfectly. And when he does it, you notice he grows a beak,
Yeah.
and he does it.
Oh, an impressive cock. You guys pass.
Hey,
did you just say impressive cock?
Yes.
There you go.
Give yourself a brownie point for that awful part. Okay, so they all like, hey, that was easy, man. We passed a class. Yeah. You know their next class is down below you in classroom D.
Guys, go to classroom Dean down below.
Right. Classroom D. That's going to be Edward. And you are in your classroom like, all right, let's get, and they just come through the ceiling and just land. And they're all kind of leaning forward. They're sort of surly, but they're like, okay, what's this test?
All right. I have a question, and it's two questions. It's a very simple question. I recognize all you young gentlemen from earlier in the cafeteria.
Yeah,
Saw you goofing around in there, right?
maybe.
How cool was the parachute trick?
Well, that was pretty cool. You actually get a round of applause. Like, yeah, that's pretty cool.
You passed.
All right. Where at?
You ready to go in?
Yeah, they're like, classroom C.
Yeah, classroom C.
Next door. Okay. So,
All right, class. Welcome to parapsychology. Now,
they're like, oh, God.
Oh, now it's serious.
Yeah.
the first exercise. Please give an example of levitation. Lift something with your mind.
All right. You see two of them. Their heads actually float up. You see the couple books float. You see some chalk moving around the room. They're all doing all kinds of stuff. Mm-hmm. You see one ghost look at another and levitate him up. And he's like, "Hey, man, I'm levitating chalk." It's okay. Yeah. So then they all kind of look at you expectantly, hovering there.
Very good. Now,
Some ectoplasm.
In this color.
Oh, it's a urine test. We're gonna put in.
I need a for example. Ask them. Ask them.
now,
These old guys look really fun.
Who do you call? Oh, fuck it. You know what? Fair.
your final question for parapsychology will be mind reading. Now,
You hear, bugs ain't got no mind. Shut up.
I have a number in mind, and Spalding, I bet you know what it is.
They're all like looking at it. He's like, "Man, don't put pressure like that on me." 69.
Very good.
They're all like, "Whoa, Spalding, how'd you know that?" I don't know.
Came to me.
Like it.
Thought about his girlfriend.
Actually, I was hoping at 15, but
Okay, but that works. Yeah, they're like, "You come, send them on to the next classroom."
yes.
Next classroom.
All right. Welcome to Botany 101. How many joints are in a lid?
3, man.
5?
Absolutely passed. A all around. And here, have some joints. There you go.
Man, I haven't had one of these in 50 years. You know, it's when they do it, it just falls through. And they're like, "Oh, that's a bummer." Then next classroom.
Next classroom. Classroom B.
Okay.
Some standing there.
They go in, they're like, "This is a monkey."
And have the
Pointer.
pointer
Yeah.
points to the chalkboard. Says, "Hi, my name is Tracy. What color is a banana?"
Like, yellow?
I'm gonna point back at the chalkboard. It says, "Go to
Go to the auditorium.
Classroom B or whatever.
Go to the auditorium for your graduation."
Well, they got one more class, so.
One more class. Go to
But
the,
it's funny because as you do that, they're like, as they leave, you hear, "It's an 8, not a monkey, you dummy." So, your class, they all come in. It's now, like when they came in for your class, they're like, surly, like, "What, this is stupid." Now they're all like, "Yes,
Teach us, oh professor.
yeah."
Well, good day, gentlemen.
Oh shit. Here was where we lose it.
Have
One of the oldest sports in the world is wrestling. But that's not what I'm going to talk about.
Oh.
We are going to discuss boxing. Boxing. And in such a date, there was the one lord that decided that there needed to be some good, fair, sportsmanlike rules. And it was at Queensbury. And therefore it became known as the Queensbury's rules. Now, in a boxing ring, you've got the ropes around. How many sides in the boxing ring?
4. It's a square. It's not a ring.
Excellent, gentlemen. My congratulations. You may proceed to the auditorium to receive your diploma.
Whoa! One of the guys like, "Dude, it's a trick question too. He said it was a ring and it's actually a square." Oh, we passed. They all file out. They're all patting each other on the back. And all. You guys all go down to the auditorium. Yeah. You're pretty much doing it just like that.
As I'm still spreading salt now.
I'd like to welcome you all.
Faber College's first paranormal graduation ceremony. And now, to give us some words of wisdom and advice, teamwork.
He walks up. He looks like he's 3 shades of white. Looking at these guys in the auditorium, just staring at him. He's like, "You did well.
Jumpsuit.
I'm proud of you, and I'm glad you're moving on from this college."
Thank you, sir. Oh,
As a 30-year veteran of higher education, I now confer upon you the degree of ghostology. Go forth.
Goes forth.
Ghost forth? What?
Ghostology.
So you have to confer the degrees, or it's not.
So basically, they call them up one by one. They call them by name. You know, Dean
Tracing
Wormer,
hands
Dean
underneath.
Euler.
also
Yeah,
trace
Dean
it
Wormer,
into the
Dean
line.
Euler. You've got the box of trade. So they call a name. The guy gets up, walks across stage. As he's walking across stage, you notice he becomes less.
Monstery?
Yeah, he starts to revert to him. Shakes the dean's hands, and you give him their diploma. They smile, breathe a sigh of relief, and as they walk off stage, they disappear.
Ooh.
So they do this with everybody there.
Kind of cliche, if you
Their
ask
names,
me.
yeah. And at the end, they call Erwin Spalding, and he's the last one. And he goes up, walks across. You see him lose that pallid purple color, look more human, a little bit handsome. Kind of walks up, got his Letterman jacket, shakes hands. Oh, he takes the diploma, and then he looks at the deans and is like, "Man, I just gotta say, I'm really sorry for the way we acted. I know it was kind of rough. So put it there, Dean Wormer. Apology."
Uh-oh.
He's like, "Sure." Zap. He fades away. And Dean Wormer's like, "That son of a bitch." Dean Wormer's like, "They graduated."
When you get a diploma, you become nothing.
Wait, what does that mean if I've got two?
Yeah, that's what sucks.
One of them is in fine arts.
Next one to have.
And as they disappear, Dean Wormer and Dean Euler are like, "Hey, that's great. Who's paying for your services?"
I'm still pouring salt in the background.
Who's paying
I
for
think
your
we're good with the
services?
salt now. Oh, good job.
Who's replenishing our supply of salt in the cafeteria?
Who were the young men who came and got us? They're the ones who took up the.
Dean Euler's like, "Oh, Tri Kappa Brew. They're going to pay you for your
Yeah,
services."
they took up the contract for it.
Dean Wormer's like, "Oh, good. Whew. All right." Yeah.
Well, but now, Dean, there is the idea of the, storage, long-term storage and entrapment of the. Well, we didn't entrap them, nor we have to store them. Awesome. On us. Later.
All right. And the the Withersby kid is paying for it anyway, so you can take care of whatever surcharges are added on. Gentlemen, thank you. Thank you. You must all be very learned gentlemen and women. And apes. So, if you ever need anything from Faber College, you can apply online.
Oh, there you go.
They're like, if you would see yourself out, we've got lots of paperwork to do. So, and as you leave the auditorium, you see the Tri Kappa Brews there, the three guys, some other people you haven't met before. You're like, "Dude, we heard about the cafeteria. Did you get them? Did you get rid of them? Did they?
Where's the little one?
He's right there. The one with the glasses. Yeah, he's right there.
I just want to grab him by the shoulders with the most horrifying look in my face and say, "Don't you ever go to the basement. You were right."
He probably agrees and then excuses himself while he changes into a darker color of hair. He's like, "Yeah, okay." The other guys are like, "All right, so that's great. So we can go back to our dorm and everything's cool."
Yeah.
How many hands him a bill?
Okay.
I was going to say, there is one more matter to take care of. Don't worry about all the zeros. It's just, formality.
Yeah. He looks at it, he's like, "Oh, got it. No problem."
Casey takes it back and writes ×5.
No. Bad ape. No banana.
It's 10.
Gonna pad the bill. Who taught you?
So you guys successfully got rid of the ghosts of
With minimal
College?
property damage.
Maximum property damage.
give yourself all an extra. Give yourself all an extra 5 brownie points for
Yay,
completing that.
5 brownie points.
Now, goals. Dennis, yours was to get rid of dangerous spirits.
Yep.
I'm going to give you an extra 2 because they are, in a way, dangerous. They would have caused a lot of havoc if you guys hadn't stopped. Maybe not hurt anybody, but they definitely would have been a problem.
Yeah.
So, your goal was...
Keep the balance between the living and paranormal worlds.
I'll give you 2 for that, because you did. You got rid of the ghosts as well.
Mine was win a Nobel Prize in parapsychology.
Still got to work at that.
Yeah. I mean, I did get some recognition from the Faber College, so
That's true. But it didn't really get you a Nobel Prize.
no.
I would not write your Nobel thesis based on that test you gave. Just my own personal opinion.
But you know what, though? Technically, Dean Wormer and Faber College can write him off as having published with Faber.
I didn't get that.
You be quiet.
Your phone doesn't change. I didn't get that.
Set your own phone off. His goal is to find the ghost realm or his next banana, and he did find a banana.
I'll give you a point.
Point. There you go.
My goal is actually to merge souls with like inanimate objects, essentially trap souls within items. Kind of like Vigo's painting.
Yeah.
Almost.
They did it themselves. You didn't actually do it.
Right.
So nothing this time. And
Defeat a man-eating plant, which,
nope, that didn't happen.
Nope, not even close.
We came close. We killed a lot of weeds.
This
That's
story,
right.
Explain the rationale behind that. I'm all ears, man.
this story was called The Old College Spirits. It's actually adapted from a real Ghostbusters episode called The Old College Spirit.
Really?
Same kind of thing.
fun.
And that's how they solved it. I was shocked that you guys did it, where they actually had to give them these stupid tests so they could graduate. Now, in the show, they solved it by taking a group photo for the yearbook, and the camera was attached to like 7 ghost traps. It would be kind of cool to have it to where, since they had proton immunity, you had to figure out how to get rid of them. You couldn't just trap them. So I hope you guys like that.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dale.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dale.
So
And thank you, Reserves.
thank you. And I think Bobby and I were saying, if it's okay with you, we talked about doing this every couple months.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Maybe getting together for this. And what I'd like to say is, if you want to do Ghostbusters again, I'm more than happy to come up with Ghostbusters stories. But if there's other games you guys want to try, let me know.
All right.
So
You know what?
And that's going to wrap us up for tonight, folks. Thanks for tuning in. We are the Raconteur Society. This is the Raconteur Reserves. Check out our Instagram. Check out our
I love your character
Linktree.
drawing. Just a little angry face.
Our Linktree has links to all of our social media as well as our YouTube channel, where we have documented and cataloged all of the live streams that we've done so far. You can watch them in order of stories and everything else. So we'll see you guys all next Tuesday.
Bye.
Now, do I hit the stop streaming?
Stop recording and stop streaming.
Just hit so many buttons.